You see the title. Today, we're ranking the top 30 small forwards in the NBA. No more intro than that. No more thoughts to be said. No more context. Cue the intro music.
The cranium is crazy. Oh my god.
I mean, I really don't know what to say.
Crayon eaters rejoice.
It's week 3 of ranking season. How are y'all feeling? Last week we went through probably the most boring position of this entire list, I think, shooting guard. It's pretty bleak this year. This one's kind of fun.
I feel good. I feel like this is definitely, we're on the way up. Because every year there's like one position that like sucks. We're past that, right? I think we started off very strong with point guards. We did what we had to do out of just obligation. And now we can get into actual real discourse.
Yeah, there's real debates on here that I think be very interesting just for the nature of the position and like the two-way of it all, like how important defense is from your small forward, especially today when, you know, it's harder and harder to play defensive liabilities. Should be some good arguments on this list.
Yeah, I think probably this is the best position in the NBA in terms of overall depth, scalability, and like overall importance when it comes to like how do it all these guys are. So
yeah,
this is my favorite list for sure.
Yeah, so you guys know how it works by now. We're here for year 3, episode 3 of year 3 of our ranking season, ranking every single position. Today we're doing small forwards. One quick thing before we get into it. If you guys are avid viewers that watch everything we do, appreciate you. You will have seen there was no stream on Tuesday. And I saw some people were asking about it in one of our community posts. We are entering our off-season phase that we do every year, where we take about 6 weeks off the lives, just because the lives are about reacting to news that week. There's no news this time of year in the NBA calendar, so we'll bring the lives back probably about the beginning of September, the second week of September when we get closer and closer to media day and preseason. But
you guys really want us to talk about Josh Okogie to the Rockets?
They do.
What are we doing right now?
And I appreciate you for wanting that. But we're going to take the next 6 weeks or so, no lives, just like we did last year. It'll be the same cadence as always, year by year. You know, year 3 of the show, you guys know the calendar by now. I think a lot of you guys knew that. But for those who didn't know, that's why there's no live. And there won't be one for about the next month.
We have to put ourselves first. Choose me.
Yeah, exactly. And if you really miss us too, we still recording. We still pushing out more content. Over there at House Call as well.
True. On this channel, House Call is videos for you almost every day. But with that being said, let's get into our top 30 small forwards of 2025. As you guys know, this is a list that has some projection always baked into it because we're human and certain people up here can't help but project for next season. But it's largely today how good we think these players are right now based on last season, based on, you know, the context they were in and the context we think they're going to be in going forward. Interesting because it's... I'm trying to think about ways to describe it without sounding like I'm projecting, but there is some projecting.
I'm not gonna lie.
Some players change teams, so you think about the factors that are going to be in play next season, but you're not projecting skills getting better.
Yeah, I'm just solely. I put that projection drug down last year, so I've been super clean over the last 2 weeks, and this is week 3 of me being clean again. I feel really good about this. Honestly,
he's relapsing.
No, hell no. I'm not relapsing. You guys are gonna see.
By 21, he's relapsing.
Very reactionary to last season. Of course, there's like maybe one player who I have like, okay, I know you had a bad year, but you're not this bad because of all these other X factors happening for you. So, but we'll see. We'll put it to test.
There you go. We'll see how we fall, but we're not going to be ignorant to things that will happen in the future, but we're also not going to give people too much benefit of the doubt. Is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
So let's get into it. Let's reveal our number 26 through 30. First off, we have mine. At number 30, I have Max Strus. At number 29, I have Benedict Mathurin. 28, DeAndre Hunter. 27, Zachary Risacher. And 26, Derek Jones Jr. This is the role player tier. The one that this list specifically compared to the last two is just straight role players. Like these are guys that are, you know, like fifth options on your court at any given time. I guess Benedict Mathurin's a little bit different because he's more of a scorer, but these are plug and play 3-and-D wings for the most part.
Yeah, it's funny because like once we get to really with every position, 20 through about 30 always ends up being like, okay, in the right situation, it really depends on what the rest of your team context is. But all of these guys can start on an NBA team. Like they all deserve that.
Especially Derek Jones Jr. and Zachary Risacher, and throw in DeAndre Hunter for that matter. Can fit with essentially anybody. These are guys that play off ball, can do stuff with the ball in their hands a little bit when you think about Hunter and hopefully Risacher. We'll get into that development. Not so much Derek Jones Jr., but guys that don't need the ball in their hands but can do a little bit. Mostly strong defenders, not necessarily DeAndre Hunter, but I think Risacher and Derek Jones Jr. above average defenders, especially Derek Jones. So plug and play on 99 out of 100 teams.
Yeah, it's also funny because we've already seen the boost for TJ McConnell, for Nembhard, for like at least for me, like Nesmith got a lot of credit on this list. And then at 29, Bennedict Mathurin is like, you stay right where you are. No jump, nothing. You are who you are.
You know what's so funny? The other day, last week, I went to New York and I saw the most random thing ever. Bennedict Mathurin was sitting over there on one of the, like, they have these new long chairs where you can just sleep or whatever right next to your gate. And I just saw Bennedict Mathurin. Yeah, it's not a bench. It's some weird long chair. It's not a bench. Okay. It's a singular thing too. So it's like a single seat thing. It's not a bench. So I saw Bennedict Mathurin sitting there with some other white dude. I guess this is cameraman or off-season vlogger or whatever. And I was just like, bro, like he's sleeping right there, mouth wide open. He's a walking lick right now. Why is this happening?
He makes $15 million a year.
Yeah, I know. I see his go yard bag just so now. I'm like, bro, if I was a bad dude,
oh my god,
I have myself a day.
But yeah, I can see Bennedict Mathurin's one of those guys that we've been wanting to rise up this list for years now, and you know he had strong moments in the playoff run where he had certain games where he exploded and you're like, whoa, I see a vision of a guy who can be a real explosive scorer that can really be a part of an offense that you have to build around with his slashing ability. Hasn't really put it together for a long stretch of time at all, ever, really. You know, there's reasons he can't stay on the court in that offense for periods of regular season relating to everything besides scoring. But one day, if the scoring can be harnessed in the right environment, maybe it is next year with no Tyrese Halliburton, more touches will be needed. Maybe it'll be next year he finally jumps up higher, but just doesn't have the consistency to be a good enough scorer to rise up despite the deficiencies.
Yeah, I can see like us doing this list next year and Mathurin being much higher just because like Tyrese is going to be out, and so
buckets need to be gotten.
Are you going to be able to play the same style of basketball that you played this year? Probably not. Like even like no matter how good you feel about Nembhard running the offense, it's going to be different than Tyrese Halliburton running the offense. Mm-hmm. And so yeah, everybody's going to have to come in, and it's going to be an even higher level of pacer basketball where everything is so egalitarian and everybody has to come in and do their part, and we're all part of a team and all that good stuff. Mathurin's gonna have to get buckets. He's gonna have to do that. So he'll probably have a better showing, this year than he did this last year. But he definitely has to be not even reined in, like you said, really like honed in on what his skill set is and when and where his scoring prowess gets to be deployed.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's a reason that someone like Aaron Nesmith kind of like came into that team and took the job that everyone thought Mathurin would grow into as the wing on that team between their stars. Way better off-ball player, way better defender, that being Nesmith. Mathurin just kind of lacks those team dynamic type of skill set that makes it really easy to fit 35 minutes a game for you.
Yeah, I agree. Like some could argue like, Bennedict Mathurin is he's a player with more offensive prowess. He gets to the line way more. He's super physical, but the nature of his style of play just isn't conducive to winning basketball at times. And there's a reason why. Like he's still a very good player and super talented. Yeah. And if we were projecting, like, sure, you could argue. Hey, 2 years ago, did I put a
stupid high? You put
like,
ridiculously high.
That's another thing too. When I saw him sleeping, I was like, you don't know. I embarrassed myself by your ass, man. Just for you to be laying on this damn bench or seat or whatever with your mouth wide open. What's going on, man? How do
you feel about Ricochet's placement on this list? Was he top 30 for you? As a Hawks fan, do you feel like he already deserves that?
Yeah. I think he was easily top 30 with the skills that he displayed, being already walking into the league as one of the best shooters. He had like slumps here and there, but as time went on, the percentages went up. He got better and better as each month went on. The defense was very solid. He displayed like decent passing chops and also like showed that at times he can create his own shot, and the potential of that being a thing, which would like increase his ceiling, is there. So I think bare minimum, like any team in the league would love to have someone like Ricochet. He is the epitome of that.
Yeah, last 20 games of the season, which, I'm not normally going to... What happened in April and March? Yeah. But for rookie seasons, I think a lot of times you see guys go through the rookie wall midseason, and then you can tell a lot by how they close the season after they get through that. 15 points per game, 62% true shooting, 63% from two, which is very encouraging. He really did well inside the arc, which wasn't necessarily the case because the previous 62 games before that, only 50% from two. So a 13 percentage jump and 38% from three. So obviously, like you said, shot the ball really well to close the season. Overall, I was encouraged. He's a guy that is going to be a 3-and-D guy for the most part, but you want him to be able to grow into doing being one of those type of 3-and-D guys that can do a little bit with the ball in their hands, attacking closeouts, can be a secondary playmaker in certain bench units. He can take more of a scoring role. Harrison Barnes on the Warriors, like that comp, like Harrison Barnes could do a little bit more than stand there and keep his hands up for the 3. Yeah. And I think Reese Shea is well along that lines.
Yeah, exactly. It surprised me just seeing how automatic of a shooter he was, and just how I knew it was a strength, obviously, but how strong it was, I was genuinely shocked.
There's a couple times where he had a good game. You came up here talking about Klay Thompson. Here's 6'9" Klay Thompson.
Still
He's on
in
my
the
team.
air. Still in the air.
Okay, let's get on to the next version. Mo, what do you got from 30 to 26?
So at 30, I have Derrick Jones Jr., 29, Reese Shea, 28, Benedict Mathurin, 27, Torrey Eason, and now that I look at him, I'm like, maybe he belonged to the power forward list, but needless to say, 6'8", 215, seems like it's forward to me, small forward. And 26, I have DeMar DeRozan.
Damn. Yeah, Tari Eason will be on my power forward list. That's why he's not here. Mm-hmm. But okay, DeMar DeRozan at 26. That's the only thing that stands out here. Everything else, don't care about Reese Shea versus Derrick Jones. That's a fine placement. DeMar at 26, that is low as hell. Tell us about why you hate DeMar DeRozan.
I don't hate DeMar DeRozan.
Why do you despise DeMar DeRozan?
He's a good player.
Why do you think DeMar DeRozan is a fraud?
He's one of the better players in the league. He's the 26th best small forward in the league.
That means you're like the 100th best player in the league.
And if you're the 100th best player in the league in the NBA, where there's only like 500 some players in the league, that means you're one of the better players. It's just that at this state of his career and seeing how he hasn't necessarily, there's like a few times over the last 5 years of his career where you would see him try to expand his game and become more of a shooter and at least like be a 35% from the 3-point line type of threat and taking like 3-4 a game over the last few years with the Bulls. And then seeing him like regress immediately back to those old tendencies, which I think you can win, and they're still like very, very attractive features to that game because he's prone to get to the line. He's prone to receive a lot of attention. It's just like you're not shooting threes. You're not playing defense. You're not a playmaker. I see those things and I'm just like, how can I win with you?
Well, he's a playmaker to some extent. He's not a bad passer, but I know what you're saying. It's not like a huge strength.
Yeah, exactly. I'm not running offense consistently through you. I don't expect DeMar DeRozan to make the most brain-breaking plays or anything like that. I'm like, how do you fit a part of my starting lineup compared to everyone else, you know?
Yeah, it's tough. You know, a few years ago, he had some good years. 4 years ago, 28% of his shots were coming at the rim. That was 42nd percentile, already a very small amount. You want that to be like 40% or higher for a wing scorer type of guy. You want him to consistently pressure the rim, get to the free throw line, create drive and kick scenarios. Typically, it's a better format for leading good offense by creating paint touches. This season, 11% of his shots came at the rim, down from 25 last year. 11% of his shots came at the rim. That is a ridiculously small amount for a wing. Only 17% of his shots came from 3, also ridiculously small amount. That's second percentile. That means he's one of like the 3 lowest volume 3-point shooters at his position, and it's 11th percentile for the rim. So all around, everything that we knew about him when he was younger, being mid-range oriented, and about the the perils of that and how there's highs and lows with that play style. We've talked about that for a decade with DeMar DeRozan. It's incredibly exaggerated now. It is literally all he does now, while also not being a great defender, getting worse as he gets older, obviously. How could he not? Not a liability there, I'd say, but not above average defender. It's just incredibly hard to play through that. And he has a style of play that if he's not going to be shooting threes, you have to put the ball in his hands. You have to play through him. Yeah. Otherwise, he's not going to be providing off-ball value. He can cut a little bit, but he's not Aaron Gordon. You're not going to post him up in these areas of the court where he can play off of the gravity of others. You got to run through him. And the areas of the court he occupies are just really hard to build elite offense for.
While we're having this conversation, can you put up my 5 as well? Because I have DeMar at 27. And so my full list, I have Reese Shea at 30, Modest Buzelis at 29, Benedict Mathurin at 28, DeMar at 27, and then Dillon Brooks at 26.
Damn.
And so like for all the reasons that you guys just said, that's why I put him here. And you think about all the teams that made deep playoff runs, and for a guy like DeMar DeRozan, if you want to be a part of winning basketball, what do you do to help? Because like clearly, and I think like he's even like he would probably also agree to this. Like he's not the guy at this point in his career that he's going to be number 1 option 1A, right? So what are you doing to help amplify everybody else and help set up your star, your 2, your 3, whatever? His play style just doesn't do that, and you have to insulate so much, not only defensively but also offensively. Like everybody else on your team has to be high volume snipers. If you could find people who are shooting 40% from three on 8-9 attempts at every single position, teams would do that. It's very hard to do that. So I find it like, as I was going through this exercise, just like, damn, like I really like DeMar DeRozan, but I don't think I can win with you being in our starting lineup, commanding the amount of money that you do, because clearly, like, he's not a scrub. He's gonna average 20 points to the day he retires. Like that's not ever in question. I just don't know how he can be a guy who's getting 35, 36 minutes in a playoff series and then not ultimately come back to hurt the team.
Yeah. I'll put him a little bit higher just because he is cheaper now. He only makes $23 million a year now. He actually isn't a max player anymore, which makes it more palatable. Still a fair chunk of money. But back when he was commanding the $40 million max, I guess back then it was $30 million, but what would be the $40, $45 million max today? That would be a non-starter. That would be in a situation like Bradley Beal, where it's like you're getting a super max, nothing about your play style is making this better. Yeah. That would be tough. Because he's not there anymore, he's about making half of that. He's making solid starter money at $23 million a year. Like, Devin Vassell makes more than that. Jaden McDaniels makes more than that. Like, that makes it more palatable to me. And I do think there's a world where you can harness those skills better. I mean, this will never happen, or at least not this year because of politics and who he is, the respect he's garnered. If he was a six man, would be quite valuable. If you could find the right scenario where you have the right set of skills, like you mentioned, where everybody's a great shooter, everybody's a great defender, in a perfect environment where you're on a super team, throw him on the Celtics or whatever in place of Jaylen Brown, I think he could be pretty good. I think there's a world to harness that.
He's gonna have to get bought out and go play for the Thunder, and everybody's gonna have to take a leap. Like that's the situation that it would take for DeMar to be like on a championship level team. And it's like, oh yeah, just go play for the best defense that we've seen in the last 15 years. Let's go put you next to a guy who's been first team All NBA and just won MVP. Like, it takes that.
You can say that for anybody. You can say it for literally anybody. Yeah. So I give him a little more respect. He's in the next tier. I don't have him like top 15, but I give him slightly more respect over a guy like Dylan Brooks or Derrick Jones, who I'm like, good players, but obviously like there's no ceiling there. You're just a very good plug and play guy, which matters a lot. And you guys know I'll be the first one to say, give me the plug and play second, third option over the guy who can masquerade as a first option. Mm-hmm. But I gave him a little bit more respect than like 27, which is I was like, damn, that's crazy. Yeah. But there's not a big difference to me between the 21st best small forward and 27th. We both think that I'm probably not going to want you on my team.
Yeah. If the defense was better, man, like he would be another tier above for me personally. Maybe two tiers, who knows? But because it's where it's been at throughout his entirety of his career, like we've been talking about, there's no real argument for me in my mind. As much as I want to see the consistency, he's like 35, turning 36 next year. As much as like how impressive that is and the tough bucket getting by your definition, like he's been a bucket for years, bro. He deserves to be higher, but it's just not. There's no real argument for that.
Yeah, there's been several years now of us kind of knowing these realities, but like salute, you get higher placements. It's kind of just aging out of the grace you can give somebody. Yeah, and he's also on the worst case scenario right now. The Kings roster is complete bullshit. Everything we just said about him and like how difficult it is, but there is a world if you get the right talent and you squint the right way, you can maximize him by making everybody else around him cover his weaknesses.
I said flip that.
That applies to Zach LaVine. That applies to Domantas Sabonis. They have 3 extremely limited players making up a majority of their salary cap. It is a nonsense roster. So maybe that's really dampening what could be more late career impact from DeMar DeRozan. But I don't know, man.
It
is. Yeah. I just feel I see his career and I just feel bad because it's constant, just like disappointment after disappointment. All those years with the Bulls, the Spurs were just like throwaway years. He got traded, and the second that he got traded, his team won an NBA championship, and not really much changed with that team other than I guess they traded for Marc Gasol at the trade deadline. Mm-hmm. So that's like very much worth noting as well. But it's just like the story of his career. It makes sense.
We're gonna take a quick break from the show to tell you guys about our presenting sponsor for this episode, us. House Call is a sponsor of this episode. Our new second podcast, our NFL show. You guys probably saw it at the top of this episode. We introduced it to you guys. I've been teasing it for weeks. We're here, man. A new era, a new chapter of TD3 content with a new sport. We're talking about the NFL. We're getting our takes off. Probably being casuals to begin with. Not gonna lie. Our basketball knowledge is a lot better than our football knowledge, but y'all can come grow with us as the content grows. We'll get smarter. We'll get more knowledgeable. Everything will be great. We'll have the same format you know and love on the basketball show, the same three of us, the same humor, the same topics, same everything, all the ridiculous hijinks you see on the show. You'll see it on the football show. Top link in the description, pinned comment. You can go check it out. Subscribe today. Episode 1 will already be out by the time you guys are watching this. Should be a good one. Tap in. Well, that's 26 through 30. A couple names on here that we haven't mentioned, but they'll be in the next tier for me. So we'll save the Modest Bazell's conversation. Next up, Donovan, who is your 25 through 21?
At 25, Derrick Jones Jr., 24, DeAndre Hunter, 23, Max Strus, 22, Brandon Miller, 21, Asar Thompson.
Brandon Miller is so hard to rank.
Mm-hmm.
So hard to rank. I feel like I always find myself on the hating side of Brandon Miller conversations just because it's so theory-based right now because he's so young and has gotten so little reps in meaningful basketball and then got hurt so early this year that, like, he's, by all measurements, he's not, like, an impactful player yet.
And that's why...
But he's talented.
Yes, but like, hard. I'm looking at it and I'm just like, what do you do? Like, what, like, at a, like you said, at an impactful level, what is your strength? Because I wasn't able to see it a lot this year. Yeah. And so are we supposed to, like, for the next 2 to 3 years, are we supposed to base everything off of what we saw in year one? And then even for, like, even for him, the Hornets are not a great situation for anybody to play, like, meaningful basketball. I do think that if you're just saying, hey, we just want to get you as many live game reps as possible, they probably have one of the better infrastructures to do that where you could just roll the ball out and say, go hoop. Yeah. But also, he didn't hoop. He didn't hoop last year. And so he's not an amazing defender. He's not an amazing, guy, even being at, 6'7", 6'8", and being as long as he is, he's not amazing at the rim. And the shooting is like, it's good, but it's not amazing. He takes a majority of his shots come from mid range. He's not a great mid range shooter, so it's like, yeah, I don't understand how to parse it right now.
And everything you're saying isn't necessarily us saying Brandon Miller sucks. It's Brandon Miller is young and has played like a season of full games because actually I guess a little more because he played 74 games year 1, 27 year 2. That is so little games to develop. So everything about him conversation wise is like flashes, which is fair. He is still so young. He's 22 years old. Like it makes sense that you're operating on flashes, which is why people are high on him in general and view him as like a pillar stone there. Well, pillar stone, that's not a word. A cornerstone player there that, you can imagine him and LaMelo Ball, whoever they draft around that and, building it out. Like he's a part of that equation in a very important way. But what this list is about who's best right now, who's most impactful to winning. Yeah. I also put him in this tier. I don't feel good about it. I feel like I'm just like saluting the potential when really there's like very little impact so far in comparison to veterans who like are who they are.
I 100% agree with you guys. Brandon Miller, it's so hard to, again, to fill in the gap, to gauge what he is. Also because it's like, your team has been a dumpster fire. And the most important piece and someone who's supposed to like alleviate a lot of stress and tension for you to be more efficient as a player. LaMelo Ball and him only played like 39 games together over the course of 2 years. Yeah. Fault to both of their own, of course, through injury. And when you see a player like Brandon Miller, who is super talented because he's 6'8", 6'9", or whatever, super explosive. He's a good cutter when it comes to going to the rim. He's genuine. I think he's a great shooter, damn near elite when he's set up in the right way to do so. But then you look at like the playmaking, it's not there. The assist to turnover ratio is kind of nasty. He started off the year super slow. I think in the first like 9-10 games, he shot like 35% from the field, and that trickled over, and his efficiency got better right before he got hurt, and his whole season got nuked. So it's hard to like talk about any redeeming skills or qualities that can put him in the upper echelon. Just like, oh yeah, like he's one of the best at this. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You know? And us placing him in the top 25 is like, we think he'll be good next year. So we're like, this is the most projection pick on here because you kind of have to because you have very little to go off of. And you'll probably be on the right side of history if you just rank him well right now because next year it'll probably prove to be right. But it is quite theoretical.
He has an opportunity going into next year to really, really ball himself up. Not only like on offense, but also you look at what the Hornets starting lineup is going to be, and their first three guys, where it's LaMelo, Knipple, and then him. It's like, who is going to guard anybody? Like how? Like because LaMelo is going to get targeted for the first, 10 days they're gonna put Knipple
They're gonna put Knipple on all the pick and rolls.
in every single action. Like Brandon Miller is gonna have to be tasked with, can you help cover up any of the any of the deficiencies? So at least on that end, he's gonna get the reps. What are you prepared to do? And so I hope that at this time next year we can come back and say, oh yeah, Brandon Miller, that's a top 15, small forward in the league. That's somebody who can actually be impactful on both sides of the ball. I don't know if that's going to happen though, because again, he doesn't play.
Yeah, and again, I think it probably will happen. Just because I hope he doesn't get unlucky with injury 2 years in a row. It's not like he's incredibly injury prone. The first year he did play 74 games, so I have faith in Brandon Miller still, but. Just know, like, this is the last year where it's going to be theoretical. Like, either next year he'll either be in top 15, or if it's a similar year to this year, production-wise, efficiency-wise, bottom of this list if he makes it.
Yeah, and it sucks to say that, but I agree with you because he has an even like shorter leash because the team that he's on, like, they need something from him. Yeah. They need something to grasp on. They need some baseline foundation. He was supposed to be a part of that. With LaMelo, you can sit down and have all crazy types of fan fiction because he's already earned that and he's already been an all-star. He's put up crazy numbers and all that before.
I am excited for the wing duo. I'm very excited for the wing duo of Con Knipple and Brandon Miller, though. Like, theoretically, both those dudes, 6'7" to 6'9", I think neither one of them will be bad defenders. We'll see if one of them, especially Brandon Miller, can develop into an elite defender one day. But both solid defenders, both can play off ball, both can create and side pick and rolls, do these empty side ball handling duties, both of them. I like that a lot.
I got a question for you. Are you Wizards FC or Hornets FC? Which one?
Dude, I missed the origin of that conversation. I don't know why they're beefing, but I've just seen the fallout. Are they beefing about who has better young core? Is that the start of it?
Yeah, exactly.
I'm going
started from Summer League.
I'm going Wizards FC.
Really?
Yeah, I would take their young core.
Yeah. I mean, their young core. I mean, LaMelo Ball is on the Hornets, so it is them. He's the best player though by far, but he's the most unreliable. So I don't know how to parse that. That's why it's a debate. I'm assuming.
And they're also talking about like their overall success over the last 5 years and two.
Yeah, it's
a whole different thing too. But yeah, I think me personally, I'd rather have the Hornets because the names are better and there is more you can hang your hat on. And it feels like for the Wizards, they're just like a lot of incomplete players.
LaMelo's by far the best player here. And Alex has potential, but we got to see it first. It's, again, very theoretical. So as of today, the Hornets are the better players, but I might feel better about the Wizards' direction.
I disagree with that because like Brandon Miller was drafted 3 years ago. Or 2 years ago. Because the guy that they drafted last year doesn't play. Like your most recent young core guy in Salon does not play.
If they didn't blow that one, then it would be easily the Hornets. Like if they had drafted Klingon, like they should have.
I understand what's an argument for sure.
Right, okay, the collection because of top end talent.
Yo, man, I hate the Hornets. Hey, Wizards FC.
I'm Hornets FC for sure, man.
I would rather be the Wizards GM.
Big Wizards over here.
Yeah, I think I would rather be the Wizards GM because you just have this is a new day, new age, new era. Like they completely revamped their stinky allegations as an organization.
Trey Johnson is here to lap Brandon Miller immediately.
But I will say too, like Alex Sarr, bro, I looked at his efficiency numbers the other day. They're comparable to Frank Kaminsky. You remember him?
I do.
Stinky, man.
Yeah, it was not pretty offensive.
It was worse than I thought.
But defensively, I see a vision.
So what's the lineup here though? Because you have Bub.
I remember gotta keep these rankings going.
I know. Real quick, but you have Bub.
Incomplete, can't get to the rim.
Trey Johnson, Sarr, and Keyshawn George and Bilal. You have those five guys.
That's not a great lineup,
dude.
Opposed to as opposed to who? Like
LaMelo, Knipple, Brandon Miller is quite strong.
Yeah.
Knipple. Okay, you can cancel out Knipple and Trey Johnson, but you just said that like LaMelo is the most unreliable, and then Brandon Miller just played 20 games.
Again, LaMelo unreliable is probably still more valuable than Alex Sarr. Like LaMelo being unreliable is still like Alex Sarr needs to take a leap before you put him in LaMelo conversations in terms of like value.
We were talking about trading LaMelo in December.
Yeah, okay, but like that's for different reasons. That's not about like he's bad player.
We've all said that.
If Alex Sarr was the best player on the Hornets, it also wouldn't be pretty.
We all said that like we don't know. Like we don't know if you can win high level basketball games with LaMelo Ball.
Yeah, that is not disqualifying him from being a better asset than the best player on the Wizards right now.
He just simply has more value.
There's a very low bar we're talking about here.
Yeah. See, but you guys are talking about value as opposed to like if we're building a franchise moving forward, then who are you going to go with?
Never the same thing.
those are two different things.
No, I just mean in terms of okay, whatever. This is like keep going rankings. Next up, Mo, who do you have? 25.
I was baiting him. I was getting him.
You about to fire him at 25. Damn, Paul George.
Damn.
24, Asar Thompson. 23, Brandon Miller. 22, DeAndre Hunter, and 21, Dylan Brooks.
Okay, come
Thank
on.
you.
I don't want to shake your
We gotta
hand.
hate
Because he has the courage that I did not have in this moment. Because I was thinking about like how low can I put Paul George, but then also at the same time I'm like, in a playoff series, I would still rather have Paul George over Dylan Brooks.
And Brandon Miller, we just talked about why Brandon Miller is so incomplete, and we're projecting to an extent with him, and you put Paul George below him. I agree. Paul George has taken quite the dive in this ranking. Obviously, 25 is crazy. That's crazy.
I wish I should have flipped Paul George and Brandon Miller. I think I made an error when it comes to that because I added someone else last minute to my list.
and DeAndre Hunter for that matter.
Nah, DeAndre Hunter was he was one of the best shooters in the league last year. I disagree with that completely for sure.
I'm still taking Paul George. He's a way better defender still.
I understand that, but when it comes to Paul George, you have to understand who you're talking to too. I'm like, Paul George was my guy. He was one of the reasons why I'm into basketball, and to see how like I'm fine with like the disappointment after disappointment over the last few years of his career, getting hurt and all that's normal, you know. But it's a different level of expectation when Philly gives you whatever they give you, and then you go out the way you go out. And you come back, the whole podcast stuff was really nasty. Has nothing to do with basketball, but it's just like overall morale. And as a hardcore Paul George fan, it just hurts my soul.
This man's putting down old Yeller.
Bro, he just got hurt. He just got hurt literally 2 weeks ago. He had surgery.
Yeah.
During an off-season thing, bro. So
That's why it's tough. I think so. Several things are true here. One, incredibly disappointing. Paul George fell off to some extent. That is unbelievably true. And in that fall off, that means he's a terrible contract because he is paid like he wasn't going to fall off, and he did. And the fall off is real. I think it's not a 1 year fluke just because of injury. He is worse now. He lost a step. He is not as explosive. Offensively, he doesn't have the juice he did, even in his last year in the Clippers when he was already taking a little bit of a step back. That is very true. Second thing that's true is he is still a good player. He's just very overpaid. He's still a very good defender, has active hands, can shoot off the ball. The on-ball chops are just not there anymore. He can't blow by anybody.
He has no separation at all.
No separation. But he's not
still in front of you.
He's not completely cooked. So it's tough because
it damn near looks like it, bro.
Because if he's that player again next year, and if God forbid Joel Embiid is there, and we have a healthy team, and he can really be a second option, third option, even in Tyrese Maxey, and like be in a more refined role where he doesn't have to do as much ball handling, he can have a good year where he's valuable. That can be as valuable as like Mikal Bridges or something, who's like a fifth option on his team.
I agree.
He can do that.
I
really admire you.
Yeah.
But the other part that makes it hard and why I'm not going to grill you for putting 25, you could also say, this man's hurt. He's old. He's lost a step. He keeps getting hurt. He keeps getting older. Maybe when it rains, it pours. And this is the beginning of an immediate fall off. And this might age well, because you could tell me next year, if it keeps on going, he is in a terrible place.
Yeah. If that injury didn't happen a couple weeks ago, he would have been higher on this list. But for that, on top of like all the other stuff that happened last year, it hurts even more, bro.
Yeah.
I had him lower than this actually before I sent him that list, to be honest with you.
I'm gonna give him one more chance.
Same.
One more. And
why were you gonna say you admire me? What were you gonna say?
Oh, because you really do a good job of like just looking at the positive. Because it's very clearly like, and I feel foolish kind of buying into this now, because you're like, you know, if everything kind of goes right for the Sixers and Embiid is there and Max is there, that's not happening. That's not happening. We're not gonna get a full season of Embiid. We're not gonna get a full season of Paul George. But the fact that you were able to even think about it like that is a very glass half full, and I do admire that from you. So there's that aspect. I'm with you though. I think at the end of next year, this will make sense. Because it's also very, very ironic that the Sixers fans was like, get Tobias Harris out of here. He's so overpaid. And then boom, you replace him with another guy who's just also just massively overpaid at this point.
But it's even worse because he don't play, bro. It's even worse because he don't play.
I mean, there were times it felt like that with Tobias.
Yeah, but
you're right.
Paul George can still finish the rim. He's still big, knows how to use his length. Shot 73% there. He still is a good shooter. He, weirdly enough, shot 28% from the corners this year, which killed his percentages, but he shot 38% on non-corner threes. I'm willing to call that a fluke. I don't think he forgot how to shoot from the corners. That'll be fine. His long mid-range jumper is still there, 44%. The problem is all the in-between stuff, the floater range stuff, all the creative stuff that you need to have burst, create separation. Can't do that very well at all anymore. That's gone. But he is still a good defender. I was still impressed with his ability to know that the offensive juice is gone and apply that energy to defense, you could see the effort night in, night out that he was like, I'm going to make an impact somewhere. I'm going to get into these passing lanes. I'm going to do what I can. I'm going to be long. There is a world to me that role player Paul George can be very, very effective.
Yeah, he has to go and, do all the little things, the dirty work.
Yes.
And keep it moving.
Exactly. He has to have a mind shift change, but like, to me, it's not impossible. I don't think everything about his game screams I can be a role player if I scale down to me.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree. I just need to see it first, and I'm just
Can
going
he
based
do
off
that?
of.
Yeah, can he do that?
I think he
Mentally,
he
sure.
definitely has. He's like the perfect player for that type of archetype. Considering where he was over the last few years,
Paul George might be the most like NBA scalability. He has all the tools to do this. He has all the tools to do that. It 100% just comes down to as that guy who's coming over and you just got this massive contract. I know you 100% think of yourself in that way. Can you, like you said, mentally get yourself to the position where it is Maxi's team, it is Embiid's team, and you are fitting in on that third spot to do that again after doing that to James Harden and Kawhi? Like, I don't know how that goes.
You said that as a joke. He is like one of the most scalable players in NBA history, though. Like that is his whole thing. Is that when he's a superstar, like he is incredibly scalable. So I do have faith that can continue to apply. But you're right. It's all about the personality. Like there's a similar, not similar in terms of the skill set because it's very different, but it could be reminiscent of when Melo got a little washed and you couldn't play through him anymore. And he had those couple years where he was hard headed, and then he had left the league for a year because nobody wanted him. Then he came back with the Trailblazers and kind of had a renaissance when he bought into that role a little more mentally. I don't know if Paul George will have the couple years where it's going terribly because he won't buy into it. I don't know. Hopefully not, because he was there for the Melo fall off and saw it in front of him. So hopefully he's more open to that and just go straight to the Portland era.
Shout out to the Los Angeles Clippers. I remember when they decided to just let Paul George walk and they made it known, we do not want you. Bye. Everyone was grilling them. I was on their case. You were on their case. We thought it was cooked because they don't have none of their future picks. We're like, bro, who's gonna fill in the gaps? Kawhi don't be there. James Harden is there, cool, but he needs someone to go get buckets too and give buckets too. They dodged a bullet of a lifetime, and we don't give the Clippers enough. Whenever we talk about them, we always make fun of them because they're the second team in LA. They are the Clippers, but they've been one of the more competent organizations, just continuously making the good and the right decision over the last 10 to 15 years. And this right here definitely saved them, or considering their contract situation and situation of not having any picks over the next 3 years until I think the year 2020 or 2030, which sucks. So, hey.
Thank God they let Paul George walk so they could eventually get to a place where they could replace him with Bradley Beal. Let's fucking go.
Hey, man.
No, I'm kidding.
Listen, $5 million?
No, I'm kidding.
Yeah.
No, they did a great job retooling.
Yeah.
Next up, I'll do mine. 25, Brandon Miller. 24, Modest Buzelis. 23, Andrew Wiggins. 22, Dylan Brooks. 21, DeMar DeRozan.
Wow,
Wiggins
you are
low.
high on Modest Buzelis. You have him the highest. I love that. I wanted to put him on the list, but I'm just like, him or Zachary Richardson. I'm showing love to Zachary.
The reason why I put both of them at the bottom of my list was just because I want to see it this year.
This is projection like a motherfucker for sure.
Not really. I mean, it's the same thing I did with Zachary Richardson. Last 35, I did 35 games instead of 20. Last 35 games, 13 points per game, 61% true shooting, 20% from 2, 37% from 3. Second half of the season, his 3-ball was falling. He's a good slasher, can move in space with the ball in his hands. I think he's already like a really good offensive wing. And defensively, he's a good shot blocker for his position. Obviously, he's a rookie, so it's going to take time for him to get to be an actual impactful team defender, making the right rotations, doing all that stuff. But I think he's already pretty good and has clear, tangible skills that are very useful for wings to win now. Like, I think if he was in the playoffs making a run with a good team, like, he would already be an impactful player off the bench.
Yeah, I can get with all of that.
If I was projecting, I'd put him top 15. I think he's going to be a star.
I think he's going to be the best player out of his draft class easily.
I think I don't disagree.
You're just early. You're just a little bit earlier than me.
Yeah, and it's fine. And you said all of the tangible things. It's the intangible.
Dog.
This is a dog. This is. I mean, in terms of dog levels, he's at the top, especially when you start putting him up against a lot of the other young players in his class, or even like a year before, year after coming in this year. I love the way that he plays and the way that he attacks the basket. There's so much confidence and there's so much force, and so like just
and it's so unique too. He's so twisty and windy. He's like a corkscrew the way he just like dives into defense.
Yeah, and so I really do like that, because a lot of times you see guys who are like like his height of like 6'8", 6'9", whatever, and you're like, oh, why aren't you, why can't you just go to the rim and just yam on somebody?
Yeah.
And a lot of times, some of that is just because their body type and the way that they move is a little bit different. But sometimes it is you just don't want to do that, and you aren't utilizing this specific advantage that you have. And so for Buzelis to be able to go and be very forceful going to the rim, I do feel really, really good about him as as a slasher, as somebody who's going to the rim all the time, making his impact there in the paint. I love that.
Yeah. From February 1st onwards, 67% at the rim, 46% from mid-range, 37% from three, especially 39% from the corners. If you can hit a corner three and be an effective driver as a secondary ball handler, it's pretty easy to be a good wing.
You can play for me.
Yeah, you can play for me. He is a good player already. And like Brandon Miller has, again, this is only 33 games, so it's a small sample size to cherry pick to some extent.
It's more than Miller's whole season.
Yeah, he didn't play that
fine.
much, but like Brandon Miller's never
is.
showed a stretch that efficient, albeit Brandon Miller's more on ball, so that's the role is not one-to-one at all. Buzelis is more of a play finisher. I think it's quite valuable to be an elite efficient play finisher as a rookie for an extended period of time post All-Star break. I think it's completely real. I think that's just who will be next year.
It's so interesting because Modest Buzelis didn't get prioritized at all until they went ahead and they rebuilt or restructured, whatever the hell you want to call what Chicago did. Not until they unloaded some talent and they needed more minutes to come out of his position is when we started to see a natural uptick in upscale and production. And I wonder how it would have like fared if he played like that or got that position and responsibility since day one.
Yeah, I don't know. It's probably good for him to grow into that and like get his feet under him because it worked out well. But yeah, the total season numbers would be very different.
Yeah.
And Andrew Wiggins pains me to put him this low, but it has been 3 years since he shot league average from three. It's been 3 years since he shot league average from three.
Listen, man, look, he's been going through a lot. And
that was several years ago.
And I understand that. But even like getting traded in the middle of the season. Now, the way the way he was playing it in Golden State before he got traded, that was kind of nasty. It was a little better in Miami.
Yeah, this past season he shot like 37% from three on 6 attempts.
Did he?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
Did I misread that?
Yeah,
you did.
And so it's like
For the full whole season he did?
Yeah, and the season before, I think you just misread it.
when he went.
I did misread that. I was looking at the wrong person.
His split.
All that
in
was
Miami.
not true.
Yeah.
Yeah, his split in Miami. What did he shoot?
So in
36.
Miami, he shot 38%. Oh, sorry, 36%. And before that with the Warriors, it was 38%.
I was thinking of the wrong person. None of that was true.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
so
well, he's low.
especially like after he gets
Who was I looking at?
gets traded, like I feel good about where Wiggins at and his role, especially since 22 has been very, very defined in terms of what people would like him to do and how he's able to be impactful. So would I like and I can say this for anybody, but would I like for you to shoot more than or shoot higher than 36%? Yeah. Can we get maybe back to 37, 38? Yeah.
36 is fine.
If he can get to 38 and stay there, I mean that's easily like top like 14, 13.
I don't know who. Obviously, I'm like when we were going through all this, there's a lot of names pulled up, and I was like surprised. I was like 2 years in a row, 33%. What the fuck?
Yeah,
I wonder
that
who
is
I was looking at. Who I got confused with? Whose basketball reference I pulled up by accident? Because you go through all these names, it gets blurred together. I don't know. I'm really curious on who I allowed to fuck up my
We'll figure
Andrew
it
Wiggins placements.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah, I'd have a little bit higher.
You
than
just typed in Andrew and just clicked the name.
Aaron Wiggins is there. I put the wrong one. No, he can shoot. But.
Andrew Toney.
Yeah. So that's
But
hilarious. That's why I put him lower. Because obviously you tinker everybody. At a certain point, I had him like 18. Then I was like, it's been 2 years of bad shooting. Fuck, it's hard to justify that with Wiggins inside the arc stuff. So I would have kept him a little bit higher then.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Next tier, Mo, who do you have from 20 through 16?
So at 20, I have RJ Barrett, 19, Michael Porter Jr., 18, Aaron Nesmith, 17, Herb Jones, and at 16, I got Andrew Wiggins.
Interesting. You know what's crazy?
What's up?
Forgot about RJ Barrett.
Damn.
Did you rank him?
Forgot about him too.
Damn. He's such a forgettable player. I get it. I understand.
So mean.
I wonder where I would have ranked him if I would have remembered.
Honestly,
like I think around this range is fine.
he's such an interesting player because like he's the type of dude who over there in New York, of course, he was expected to be the guy, the face of the franchise. Clearly wasn't that. and he got inserted into an offense and a new scheme where he just had played the best basketball of his career and was the most efficient of his career as soon as he got traded into the Raptors, because he benefited heavily off of emotion offense. They do really creative stuff over there in Toronto, and he's not expected to be like, I'm gonna kill you one-on-one in ISO. Once in a while, of course, like he is an NBA player who has plus athleticism, so he can do that, but he's not necessarily the guy to go in and do so. But he has a really good all-around game, can do a little bit of playmaking here and there. The shot has been better over the last few years. I don't think he's better than the other guys, because in my mind, I see 19 and onwards, you guys are like a specialist at something on the court. And I don't think RJ Barrett deserves that tag just yet.
You know what's funny?
Last
year when we did this list, we ranked him pretty highly because of that 30-game stretch after he got traded to Toronto, and he was slashing his ass off.
Yeah.
He shot 72% at the rim in those 32 games in 2024. And we were like, hey, man, this is who he is. He figured out the right spot for him. We'll give him credit. And I think we all ranked him like pretty fucking high.
Probably.
That fell 11% at the rim this year. And obviously the team was in a terrible situation with injury, so the spacing was horrendous. Not entirely his fault, but yeah, man, we gave him a lot of credit after that jump he made in the small sample size. We were like, fuck it, this is who you are. We want this to be true. Progress a little bit.
It wasn't.
He had a good year last year, too. He had 21, shot 35% from the three-point line, 46% from the field. Good year, but there's a reason why these guys looked at you and were like, yeah, we want to trade for something like Brandon Ingram. You know, there's telltale signs and reasons, you know?
Yeah, that's fair.
Herb Jones is 17. I struggled with his placement. I put him higher, obviously, as a certified Herb Jones stan. Best defender on the list, potentially. Top 3 defender on the list, potentially, at worst. It's tough because he had one great season as a shooter. Then last year had a poor season before he got hurt. He got hurt pretty early on. So most of the time, if someone's like true one of the best defenders in the NBA, I'm like, oh, push him towards 10. But he hasn't shown quite enough offensively for quite enough years consistently, so I can understand dinging him a little bit. But I'd certainly put him at least 15.
He's in the top half of the league for me.
Yeah, I can agree with that. I just think that he is, when it comes to looking at all the other guys, excluding one specific player, maybe two actually, he is the worst shooter. That's why I did leave him outside of the top 15. But like, again, I feel perfectly fine with squeezing him in there as well. He does feel like a top 15 small forward in the league because his defense is truly
that's just
like
outrageous.
Game breaking.
Outrageous.
It saves your organization damn near, bro.
Yeah, it was when I was looking at the numbers for Trey Murphy and looking at his on-off stuff. The year prior when Herb Jones had like his best season, that's the only year that Trey Murphy had a positive on-off for defense. And you look back and it's like, oh yeah. Herb Jones.
You were playing with Herb Jones. Yeah.
Like that. That's what it was.
Yeah. Well, other than that, I understand this section. We'll keep moving to the next person.
At 20, I have Michael Porter Jr. 19, I have Paul George. 18, I have Aaron Wiggins. 17, I have Cam Johnson. And at 16, I have Brandon Ingram.
I'm very curious what your next tier looks like because I feel like our tiers are like flipped. Like, so several of these guys are in my next tier. So I'm very curious if we swapped. Ingram is kind of hard to rank. I give Ingram benefit of the doubt because I think Ingram's good, but it was a completely wasted year, and it's been a long time since we've seen him play winning basketball on a team that is suited for him. So I can understand why you ding him. When I get to names above him, we'll see who you have. I'm just like, I just feel like if I'm building a team and I can put everybody in the right situation and decide who I want, I just feel like Ingram is better than a lot of these guys.
Ingram is just, he's in that weird tier of player where it's like, I don't know where you fit.
Yeah,
and like you're clearly talented. You can go out, you can get a bucket.
He's been an all-star, yeah.
But how do we build around you? I do feel like you have to be in a like 75th percentile type of situation for it to work. And so it is very hard. And
I don't feel that way. I feel like he's a wing that can shoot off ball, play on ball, can attack closeout, 5 assists per game, can be a good passer. His defense is iffy. There's been years where he's engaged. I think he defends pretty well. That year, a couple years ago, when the Pelicans had a good defense and Willie Green had them defending well, I think he had a good year. But then there's been other years where he doesn't try at all, and he's a travesty defensively. So that's the part you need a good coach, I think, to get the most out of him. But offensively, I feel like he can fit in most places.
Maybe it's just like the fact that the Pelicans were so badly constructed that like that's jaded. Like I can agree with that. Right now, I am really low on Brandon Ingram right now.
I don't blame you. One thing about Brandon Ingram, and a part of the reason why I have him way higher for sure. But I can understand your placement because over the last few years of his career, he's never healthy, bro. The last time he played like bare minimum 70 games was his rookie year. You know, it's that crazy, and he's consistently found himself in just like unfortunate situations. You were viewed as the guy, of course, I hate to say it, but the next Kevin Durant, long, lengthy scorer, and the next thing you know, LeBron gets traded to your team or signed to your team, and he steals all your mojo. Then you go ahead and get shipped to New Orleans. Has the opportunity to grow and flourish. He did that, and he's a very, very good all-around player. He just doesn't have any. I think the reason why you feel like he feels hard to fit around certain teams is because he doesn't have any like, oh, you're one of the best. He doesn't have any superpowers necessarily just yet. He's just really good at a lot of things. He's
mid-range scoring.
Yeah, exactly. It's mid-range scoring. I would agree with that. And for that to be like your redeemable thought when it comes to thinking about his superpower, that feels like, okay.
No,
cool.
listen.
You know?
My placement of him and placement of DeMar DeRozan is very much flirting versus harassment. I'm definitely not dinging him for the things I ding DeMar DeRozan for because they play very similarly. But the difference is Ingram can shoot off ball. Yeah. He can spot up and does shoot respectable percentages. He also isn't nearly enough volume there or at the rim. But it's like, it's just the ultimate I can save him type of placement where I'm like, I know you can do better if you're in a good situation. You've been in bad ones and you haven't elevated them. So,
and I'm just right now, as I'm looking at BI, I don't want to go through the trouble of trying to save him right now. And so that's why for me he's at 16.
Yeah, see, I don't feel like it's a lot of trouble, but I understand it. I just feel like he's been dealt a bad hand, but
very bad hand on a consistent basis. And I even think like the flirting versus harassment thing is a little bit overblown because he shot like 6 threes a game last year, 37%. And he's been routinely like a good 3-point shooter. He's only had like maybe 2 or 3 bad years.
Yeah, last year was his biggest in that short span before he got hurt. His highest volume 3-point shooting. It was 33% of his shots. Previous year was 22. Previous year 18. Previous year 21. But before that, he had 2 years also around 30. So he's like very much the most needs to be in a good year and a good coach because he has such bad habits that he can go into. But like if he had the privilege of being drafted to an elite coach that was the right coach for him from day one and completely molded him the right way and got the most of him every single year, he could have like a consistent all-star career or a Michael Beasley career where it's like it can go either way, wasted potential.
Yeah.
It's very much which flip of the coin situation wise is in any given year.
Yeah. I'm also surprised you put Cam Johnson so low too at
That's
17.
What I'm saying. What's his next tier look like?
Yeah, I feel like
the Cam Johnson stuff is just like
it's health, I get it.
It's low. I feel like it's not talked about with Cam Johnson a lot, but like the health is a thing for him. And so I am a little bit worried about that. And so like I can see a world honestly where I would have him above Brandon Ingram, but they both get hurt a lot, and it does kind of like, especially if you're like trading for what Denver did to get him. Shout out to them, like getting off of Porter's contract, doing all that stuff. I feel like if anybody else were to make a move for Cam Johnson, giving up the assets where we all thought it was, at least 2 first-round picks for him, which I guess doesn't really matter anymore. But for that level of player to not be available in a role where you know that you actually are going to need him, like Denver's going to rely on him a lot this year. And I don't know if he's going to be there all the time.
I think he'll lead the NBA in corner 3-points made. I think he's going to be hopefully available and going to be incredibly impactful.
Yeah, I think he's going to shoot 40% from the field next year. You're going to feel the impact of defensively that Michael Porter Jr. wasn't. He's grown, but he wasn't like, he's not the level of defender that Cam Johnson is. Not to say he's like Cam Johnson's a stopper.
That's what he's better
for sure.
It's probably kind of neutral low key.
I give on ball defense. I give more credit to Cam Johnson for sure.
Michael Porter Jr. can't fight over a screen and save his life, so maybe it's that.
Yeah, that too.
But okay, my tier here at 20, I have Michael Porter Jr. At 19, I have Trey Murphy III. At 18, I have Asar Thompson. 17, Mikal Bridges. 16, Jaden McDaniels.
Ooh, man, my list is this is the most divisive list that we have.
Yeah, we're flipped.
Yeah,
we're flipped, buddy.
Yeah, I'm flipped with both of y'all, man. Wow. Okay, so the number one thing for me, I think the biggest discrepancy that I have when it comes to your list is
Jaden McDaniels is who I was looking at. He's the one that shot 33% from 3 the past 2 years, not Andrew Wiggins.
Okay, yeah.
I fucked Andrew Wiggins' credibility when I meant to ding Jaden McDaniels. That's why he's 16 and not in the top. He hasn't shot good from 3 in a long time consistently.
Okay, that makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. Trey Murphy III at 19 just feels so wrong.
Oh yeah,
Over
y'all are doing a lot. Y'all are doing a lot of projection with Trey Murphy off of him getting touches on a bad team and like showing flashes.
Man.
I'm also with you that like he's gonna be really good, but like he was just handling the ball a lot on a garbage team playing meaningless basketball. Like I don't think he didn't have a good defensive season to pair with the
Definitely
increased
not,
on-ball chops. So I need to see him actually be able to contribute on a team that is trying to win as a wing that can play defense, which is very important, and actually be able to channel the on-ball stuff in a way that makes sense, because it's easy to do that when you're the only guy on a team full of injuries and it's you and East Missy out there playing Ukil and basketball with nobody else around you because everybody's hurt. That's not going to be the team environment next year. He's going to have to play off of other ball handlers that demand attention, so he has to go back to playing off ball and harness that. I think he can, but let me see it.
Rebuttal. That will be the team environment because they will get hurt. Like that. That's going to happen. Yeah. 19 is, I think, like having
19's dirty.
This 3-player stretch of Bridges, Ausar, and Murphy is so interesting because like Ausar, one of the best defenders on this list, just can't shoot to save his life, and it's so it's so like limiting in terms of like how you run your offense, because you know you're gonna be right there in that dunker.
Oh, you had him lower then, right?
Yeah, I had him at 21.
Counterpoint: he's one of the best defenders alive on the planet.
I understand that. That's why it was kind of hard, and I was thinking like I guess like for the Pistons, you're gonna make the adjustments. Like you swapped out Beasley, you swapped in Duncan Robinson for Malik Beasley, all that. You'll probably have some more shooting, so you can play around it. And when somebody's that impactful defensively, you do have to give them credit. It also just is very hard where in a playoff series, can I have you on the floor if the other team, like if the other team is able to really, really expose that or be in a position where they can make sure that like we don't even have to guard you. How does that work? That's the only reason why I had him at 21. But I agree, he's one of the best defenders on the planet.
Yeah, I think the reason I didn't dig him too much, obviously the 3-point shooting is a big factor. If he was a good 3-point shooter, he'd be top 10, and he'd be closer to where Men is, who's close to that. He's in that range, you know. I think he can do a lot of things that Men can do as a cutter, as essentially playing power forward. He's just not on a team that it makes sense for him to do that, so he's not using that way. His athleticism isn't weaponized as well as a Men's is. They're not that different as players, you know. I think a Man does have some things that are better, which is why he's like 2 tiers higher. But I do think he could be used better in that way. The main thing is obviously he was hurt and kind of held his development back. But I just gave credit because I think his defense is so impactful that it makes up for that. None of the guys in this range are guys that are going to be like your best players or anything, you know? Jamie Downs is kind of the next tier break. He really belongs in the next tier. But I think this tier starts with Mikal Bridges onward. I think his defense is much better than Trey Murphy's offense. And I guess you obviously Trey Murphy's defense is passable, so he's a better defensive player than Ausar is offensively. But I think you can't understate just how good Ausar is defensively. Like he's within sniffing distance of Herb Jones levels of defense.
Fair. No, that's fair.
And the shooting is why he's in a different, like, spoiler, obviously Herb Jones is next year. That's why he can't shoot at all and Herb Jones can. But Ausar is truly one of the most gifted defenders alive. Like defensive playmaking, playing passing lanes, steals, blocks, everything, on-ball defense, fighting over screens. Like he is one of the best defensive players of this decade. If he can be passable offensively, he will be a top 10 small forward.
He is.
Yeah, I can understand that. I'm just still so stuck on the Trey Murphy thing so much, because I can understand how like you can think we're doing a lot with it because he was on a bad team last year. Someone has to take those shots, but I don't think his growth necessarily was like he's just simply getting more shots, and that's why you see the production going up, and he put up like impressive numbers last year or whatever. I think when I think of Trey Murphy as a player, he came into the league as a good shooter, great shooter, especially like catch and shoot. That was his redeemable quality. But this past year, I think the depth in his shots looked a little different. I think he improved a lot when it comes to his ball handling. Still not the greatest, but he made like a massive improvement, which also in turn like made him a scorer with levels to his game and gave him a pathway to become, I don't want to say an all-star, but he's definitely one of those players who can flirt with an all-star team one day.
And I think this is a fine placement for that. So 2 things are true. I agree with what you're saying about his skills. Yeah. He's a very skilled shooter and can slash. That's a good combination. the playmaking needs to come around for him to be able to be an on-ball player predominantly with other stars there. But I do think he'll be a very good off-ball player who's obviously great shooting range, can run in transition, can attack off the closeout, can do some weak side stuff. But I also do think that the main difference was he got to shoot more. Like, he's always been good at those things. He has gotten better, especially with the ball in his hands. The dribble moves have just become way more developed. But I do think it's true that the main difference in him and the year prior was he got to shoot more.
And that's also like some people get the opportunity and aren't able to take all of their skills and actually translate it. So I do think that the fact that he was like, okay, go play this style of basketball and was fairly like decent at it.
No,
I'm okay with that.
I don't feel like it's not like he had like an all-star push or anything where I was like, I got to reward this because he showed he's just graduated to the next caliber. I think stars will come back and I think he's good. Like this, I don't feel like I feel like Jaden McDaniels, Mikal Bridges are two of the best role-playing wings in the NBA. Like, I feel like he's in good company here.
Yeah, I feel like for Trey Murphy, I view him it sounds weird what I'm about to say, but I view him in a similar light to, he's not there yet, but I think he can be there. In a similar light to someone like Jamal Murray, where, okay, like, you're not uplifting a team. If a team is shit, Jamal Murray's not making this team any better at all. But I think he's a fine, fantastic complementary piece.
You know what's fun?
What's up?
I think I ranked Jamal Murray at 17 on his point guard list. So I agree.
Yeah, exactly. And I think like when he is at his best, it needs to be alongside a superstar level player, Zion Williamson, of course, or whatever ends up happening with Trey Murphy in the Pelican situation. Mm-hmm. And I think looking at him at his best, which he did show like he has certain skills to go ahead and alleviate pressures from a certain level of player who receives gaudy attention, he's going to be great. He's going to be amazing. And I think that alone deserves him to be on another tier because I can't say the same things. It's entirely different when it comes to Ausar, Mikal Bridges, and Jaden McDaniels. It's a different level of scoring that he can provide, but we just haven't seen it yet. You know?
He's a bad defender.
He's not a positive defender.
He's bad. And like that matters a lot for a wing.
But what helps is that similar to Michael Porter Jr., he's big and he's long.
Sure.
And he can affect shit.
They're all small. They all are. They're small forwards. They're all big and long in this range. Like that's the difference. Is I think his defense is something that he needs to get better at. I think I realized a lot this year, and maybe it's a bad defensive environment. Maybe he'll look better in a better environment with the team. I don't think they're going to have a great defensive infrastructure next year, so I don't know if I'm going to necessarily assume it gets better just because they're trying harder.
Yeah,
but
fuck no.
I think his defense is not great compared to some guys above him, and I think we overlook it because of flashiness offensively. And again, I love Trey Murphy. This is not an insult to me. I think I might just like the guys in the next tier more than you guys do because to me, I think 12 through 19 are all extremely good. And this is like everything you're saying I agree with. I just think this is a fair version of that.
Okay.
But I love Trey Murphy. The hardest one was Jaden McDaniels, who I breezed by earlier. It made it sound like it was just simply 3-point percentage or lower. It's not. That's like he's an amazing defender. Last year,
you don't like Jaden McDaniels.
No, he likes him, but he's so up and down.
Because he's up and down.
Yeah, exactly. He's so up and down. There's so many times last year where we were like, bro, like the leap is crazy. He's fucking here. And then he goes back to being like, yeah.
And that's why I just feel like you are in a majority state of disappointment when it comes to Jaden McDaniels.
I mean, at this point, I'm not disappointed because it's just who he is. He just didn't make the next star leap with the ball in his hands. I kind of hoped he would a couple years ago, and I was really high on him. But, he's first half of last year, the offense was a disaster. Second half of the year, he brought it together. It coincided with Julius Randle and Gobert figuring out their spacing, and everything clicked at the right time. They made the run. He was good in the playoffs. But it's just so up and down. The 3-level scoring to start the year was disastrous. And I'm not going to forget that. That was a big chunk of the season.
Yeah.
They'd be a higher seed if that wasn't so disastrous. Like, that matters. And you judge him at his best days. He can take over games defensively. He can do crazy play finishing stuff. There's some games in the playoffs against the Lakers where he was just dominating them interior because they had no bigs on the team. Then there's a lot of other games where he is average offensively, still a good defender, but like Ausar Thompson to me is meaningfully better defensively. And I think Timberwolves fans consider him like one of the best defensive wings in the NBA. And he is amazing. His rim protection is very underrated from that position. He's a very good interior defender. I don't think he's one of the best on-ball defenders in the NBA. He's the best one, and he gets the toughest assignments. He's very good, but the defense doesn't carry him to top 12, top 15 the way it might for like a Herb Jones, who I think is meaningfully better defensively.
Yeah. Okay.
But again, I still like him a lot, but I think that the next 5 are like very good players. So I think that's probably the biggest disconnect.
All right. Who's the next 5?
Next up, I have Aaron Nesmith at 15, Paul George at 14, Cam Johnson at 13, Herb Jones at 12, Denny Avdia at 11.
Okay, so Paul George is too high. But outside of that, I don't hate your tier. I feel like we have some similar placements here.
Mm-hmm.
I'm kind of. I mean, Denny at 11. I feel like
I thought about 10.
Yeah, like Denny has a very, very real case to be a top 10 small forward.
You know, number 10, I'll just say it, Brandon Ingram's 10. I debated so long between that. That was such a mentally difficult thing for me to do.
Really?
Because Denny's better last year, was like definitely better. But I'm like what I said earlier. I think they have a lot of similarities with their. Actually, no, they don't. But they have similar level of offensive acumen to me, where I want them to be like a secondary wing who can do good ball handling stuff, can be a driver, can be a secondary scorer. Denny is a better defender last year. Brandon Ingram to me is a meaningfully better passer. So that was kind of the distinction where I was like, damn, better defender, better passer, both solid, not great scorers. I went with Ingram just because I do think, like I said earlier, I think when harnessed the right way, he does have a higher ceiling. The better shooting matters to me. The passing matters to me. But that was incredibly tough. Like Denny, if you asked me 4 days ago, maybe I would have put Denny number 10.
Yeah, I think I would take Denny in that specific instance just because I also think it's really cool. Like he's been on trash teams, and I mean the Blazers last year weren't trash, but you know, like they're not a winning team last year, and so for him to be able to have the leap that he's had, and then it actually be like meaningful and contribute to wins, and the Blazers have one of the better defenses, especially in like the second half of the year, for their defense to be as good as it was, and it's not just Tumani, it's not just, you know, clinging. Like Denny's also a part of that as well.
Definitely.
So I'm very high on Denny, and so I do think that he could have a case for top 10. But everybody else, like, I mean, we kind of talked about the person I guess that we haven't said anything about yet in Nesmith. Hey man, shout out to you,
sniper from hell, and he raises value like a motherfucker, bro.
I will never forgive him for what he did.
Nesmith was a late riser on my list.
Yeah.
I'm going back and forth to every position, every plus spot in this list, comparing to each other. And I'm just like, damn, I think Nesmith is within striking distance defensively as some of the guys right behind him. Like Jay McDaniels is a better defender than him.
Yeah.
It's not a gigantic gap. Nesmith is a great on-ball defender.
Ridiculously physical, bro.
Ridiculously physical, can fight over screens, erase screens. Jay McDaniels has more value as an interior defender, overall better defensive player out for sure. But dude, Nesmith isn't just a good shooter. He's an amazing shooter.
He's one of the best shooters in the league.
Like shooting 42% from three is on with that quick trigger, with that amount of spacing and pressure he provides.
Yes.
We saw who he did to the Knicks. You have to play up on him where he will let it fly, can get hot any moment. Like his offensive acumen is he's way more valuable offensively than Jay McDaniels does. Even on his good days, when Jay McDaniels is slashing well, the shot is falling from the corner, he's giving competent spacing. Nesmith is still more impactful. Like he is incredibly, even still somehow underrated as a shooter, I think.
Yeah, I agree. Coming out of college, if you were to talk like earlier we talked about how I called someone like Zachary Urich say like the next Klay Thompson. He's Klay Thompson. Like this dude right here coming out of college was Vanderbilt specifically. He was viewed as the next guy. He was a sharpshooter from hell. Season got cut short a little bit in his draft. Stock fell because of that. He ended up on the Boston Celtics. Didn't necessarily get the opportunity that was deserved because they already had gaudy people at that position. And to see how he's like revitalized his career and finally come into form of like what his potential and expectation was supposed to be is amazing. And when you think about like 3-and-D players who don't give you too much in terms of scoring long twos or necessarily like expecting them to get to the rim or break down your defender in the ISO, just people like him, he is top five easily.
Yeah, and like we go back to the Trey Murphy conversation, and you guys were like, "Why don't you have him higher?" I think he's within striking distance of the similar talent, but if I'm trying to win a championship today, and you tell me I got to draft across the league and build the right team, I'm obviously going to have my stars on my team, whatever my lead ball handler is, my star big. If I want to win 4 rounds of the playoffs, I'm taking Aaron Nesmith, and that's not a hard conversation for me.
I understand that. The New Orleans Pelicans will do that to you. I understand that.
That's not a hard conversation for me. He's a solid. He's not incapable of finishing at the rim. Obviously, he doesn't have the ball handling to be a creator there, but he can be a play finisher there. He can run. One of the best shooters in the NBA. Makes him incredibly efficient. Doesn't he's not going to be a big ball handler to harm you either. He's just going to play his role and play his ass off defensively. Like that. He's like Lou Dort, but not quite as stiff, like in terms of the way you're going to play him.
Exactly.
He's going to shoot the ball and guard your team's best player, fight over screens. I'd rather have that than the theory of Trey Murphy right now.
I can understand that. When it comes to Trey Murphy, there is like he did produce really well last year. I think when it comes to me thinking about him in a winning situation, there could be an argument made where I'm like maybe projecting a little bit, but no, I think he's actually like that, and I think I would rather have him over Neesmith. But it's because of the level of defense and the crazy disparity it is. I'm cool with
This
it.
has to be some just like small sample size. Like, this is the only year it's ever happened, so I'm not putting too much stock into this. The Pacers offense was 9 points per 100 possessions better with Neesmith on the court last year. He's 96th percentile offensive on-off.
Dude, he's a flamethrower.
And he's a positive offensively too. So he's plus 10.1 overall with him on the court. That's fucking ridiculous. I almost felt I can't maintain, but even the year before that, his first year at the Pacers as a full-time starter, I think. Actually, no, maybe it wasn't full-time. But year before that, plus 3.7. He's still been positive 2 years in a row. That's insane.
I got to see this shooting, right? When Nembhard is running the offense and TJ McConnell's running the offense and there's no Tyrese, like, it's going to look different, obviously, this next season, but man, I still have nightmares.
I should put him higher.
Nah, I don't think so.
Honestly, if he's gonna be shooting this well, still he's a better defender than Cam Johnson. I put Cam Johnson a little bit higher because he has a little more creation with the ball in his hands, can do a little more pick and roll stuff, a little more passing, but just a little bit. It's not like I'm not gonna run that through Cam Johnson. It's just a little bit more offensive versatility. But honestly, the defensive gap might be bigger.
Honestly, you'd rather have Herb Jones than Neesmith?
I don't know. That's what I'm thinking about right now.
I think that right there is probably fair. I don't like the Cam Johnson argument necessarily. Unless you're like throwing in injuries and all that, then okay, I get it. But when it comes to Herb Jones, now we're talking. And I think I'm even thinking back on my list too. I probably should have put Neesmith higher than Herb Jones for sure. Because obviously Herb Jones is a different tier level of defender.
Yeah.
But Neesmith is no slouch. But he's also like one of the best shooters in the league. And that means so much.
They should be right next to each other. I'll say that.
Yeah.
Because one's a better defender, one's a better offensive player. Both. If Herb Jones is who he was a year and a half ago when he was shooting 39% from three, then it's an incredibly close debate. But it was only 1 year of that type of shooting. We'll see. Yeah. Last year was too small of a sample size to make a judgment off of. But if he is at least 37, 38%, I think that'll be a very good debate.
Yeah, I put Neesmith just one spot lower. But if I was to go back and change my list, I'm doing that.
Yeah. And Paul George, again, this is the last year I'm giving him credit. But like, I do think that in a better situation with good health, which that is the biggest question of it all, because apparently he'll never have good health again, which might just be what it is, and he'll never be able to be 100%. Mm-hmm. But if he's 100%, he's next to role players. I do still think Paul George can be a very effective role player. Yeah. These are third, fourth option players, good wings on your team that focus on defense, spot up, can do secondary ball handling potentially like Cam Johnson. Mm-hmm. Not as much Neesmith, who's just going to stand there with his hands up. But I think Cam Johnson can be a very good North Star for what late career Paul George can be.
Okay.
Whew. Man,
that's fair.
It's very fair. It's just wild to say like Cam Johnson is Paul George's North Star.
Yeah,
but it's true though.
If the injuries keep piling up and it keeps getting worse, I won't be shocked if he's way worse than this next year. I just think off of last year and what I think will be, assuming it doesn't get worse and assuming the team environment is better, if Joel Embiid is there for 45 games, whatever it is, and he has actual stars to play off of, I don't think Paul George is disastrous. He is for the money. He shouldn't be paid that much money, but on paper, like I think he's within this range for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You see, you can't get the taste out of your mouth.
It's projection a little bit for me, man.
Yeah, and it's really, and again, it's because he is Paul George. If he wasn't Paul George and he was just a player, I don't think he would be nearly as sour.
For sure.
Okay, what is your 5?
At 15, I have Jaden McDaniels. 14, Cam Johnson. 13, Amen Thompson. 12, Denny Avdia. And at 11, I have Mikal Bridges.
Okay. Mikal Bridges is way too much running around for me. I had to move him down a tier.
Really?
Way too much running around. I'm sorry.
Way
too much cardio.
I give him grace. I give him grace because he was with like probably the most uncreative coach in the NFL, bro. So
I should put him higher. You're right.
It's an NFL, my bad. NBA. So I'm like, there's a little bit of grace that I give him. But looking at the improvements that he's made over the last few years of his game, what he was able to do in the Brooklyn Nets, and seeing how he kind of like for the first half of the year, it feels like everyone was giving him slack. Deservingly so about his defense and how much he fell the fuck off of that end. But the shooting's always been there. He's still like the secondary creator over there, which isn't the best. I don't know if you want to have that for your team, but he can do it. I feel good about him being at 11, regardless of what scenario situation's happening when it comes to Mike Brown.
Yeah. Offensively, they need to run the ball through him more. They did not get him involved nearly enough. The defense is the main thing where he's just running around. Like that's what I'm talking about. Is that the effort level consistently is just seemingly never coming back, and that sucks. Because I think without that, he's cool, but I wouldn't rather have that than an elite defender like Aaron Neesmith.
I just think I'm glad you said it, because I was starting to feel like a bad ex because I was starting to think about it. I'm like, man, what was Tom doing?
Yeah.
Just holding
Yeah.
people back, because as I like all throughout the season, like yes, everything that we said about Bridges in terms of like defensive effort level was there, but there was just so many times where you're like, what is he doing? And it's not like what is he doing because of him. It's like, why are we using him this way? And you saw sometimes throughout the playoffs that whenever they actually allowed Bridges to get into his bag and you started running some pick and rolls through him, you started running the offense through it, it's like, oh, this is actually pretty interesting. This actually can bear some fruit. That's not just Jalen go get a bucket. That's not just try to. I mean, they barely even did that in terms of like Cat getting mismatches. And so I'm very excited because I do think that with Mike Brown coming in, there is going to be some level of, we traded 5 first-round picks for you, and now you're going to be able to have the opportunity to show a little bit more of what you showed in Brooklyn in terms of being an offensive punch. And I'm with you. Like the usage that he had last year, it dropped back down to where it was in Phoenix. And so if you're going to do that, I would love it.
Yeah.
If I would love it if your offensive usage dropped back down, that the defense also goes back up to that level and you are in, pseudo DPOY conversations. I don't know if that's necessarily going to be there, but can we get to 50% of that? Which I feel kind of okay.
It felt really good in the playoffs, specifically in the Boston series.
Yeah, like he had moments
in that. Like the play that everyone was frying Jason Tatum about before he got injured, where he like took some weird sidestep 3 or whatever, and then not a sidestep 3, my bad. He took a left wing 2-pointer, fading 2-pointer, and Mikal Bridges was all over that alongside OG Anunoby. And it's plays like that and moments like that where I'm like, he's still that guy. Yeah. I don't think he was worth 5 first-round picks, but I can understand it when you see like the dynamic he's able to bring with that crazy wingspan. So I get it.
Yeah, during the playoffs, they definitely like everybody took a step up. They had a crazy run, and like he was a big part of that. It's just the regular season happened, and again, he was good offensively for the most part. Like the efficiency is there. He did a good job. Not having, obviously, when a guy plays next to a certain level of player like Jalen Brunson, like Cat, your opportunities will get easier with the gravity. And he did a good job taking advantage of that. He had one of his most efficient seasons ever. It's just like you said, the defense is the end all be all to me. For him to be at his best, ranked close to like, there was times where we had him like 8, I think, the first year we did this because he was coming off that Brooklyn year. We were like, actually, I think there's one
you
point.
Guys had
you put him like 4 or something.
Something like that. Yeah,
because we thought it seemed like he was like on ball star.
I wanted to kill one of you guys.
I had him at 5 or 6.
I wanted to kill one of you guys because you guys had him above Brandon Ingram.
That was him. I remember that debate. That was a funny time. Now they both have changed completely.
And I'll do it again.
Yeah. But regardless, like there was a time where the defense was so good. Then when we saw the offense coming around, we're like, oh my God, is he about to put these two things together? The vision of him has to start and stop with defense to me. It's nice that he is a good offensive player, but now he's more like a Cam Johnson type, where it's like good offense. He can pull his shorts up when he needs to defensively, like we saw in the playoffs. There can be moments, but he's not a defensive stopper anymore. And I feel like he needs to be.
Yeah. He'll get back to it.
Like you got him real close to where I'm assuming OG Anunoby's coming up close. Yeah. I think OG is way more impactful because of his defense. Like I think he's meaningfully more valuable to that team.
I got OG higher. I agree with that.
Yeah, and like obviously you have him higher, like but they're close. I'm assuming unless you have OG like fucking 4, and I think he's like there's a tier break to me.
Yeah, I think for me the consistency when it comes to OG Anunoby's offense, we'll see what happens. Yeah, we can move on to your next tier.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. At 15, I have Jaden McDaniels. 14, Aaron Nesmith. 13, Herb Jones. 12, Trey Murphy. And at 11, Amen Thompson.
Okay.
I like this a lot.
The Trey Murphy and Herb Jones, like,
wait a minute.
They are the only reason why is because Herb Jones was hurt last year. If Herb Jones was healthy or if he had shot decently in the brief amount of time, Herb Jones would have been top 10 for me.
Damn.
I'm still parsing that.
Yeah, okay. that makes sense. I give him benefit of the doubt. We only ranked him 1 spot difference, but yeah, I also could put him top 10 if he was shooting multiple years of 39% from 3.
And not I didn't listen. I didn't even need 39%. If you could have got to like 36, hey man, that's cool. But it just wasn't that, and so that's why I dinged him. I obviously and we don't have to rehash it. I'm gonna say this, and we're gonna keep moving. I'm projecting just big buckets from Trey Murphy, and then
big buckets.
That's really the crux of it.
Yeah,
but
I don't think it's a wrong thing. Like if we were projecting, I wouldn't think it's crazy. Yeah. Like I do think again, I feel like this is hilarious. I'm the one arguing against him when I've been the fucking Trey Murphy glazer for 3 years. I do think he's great. I'm just not projecting at all. But it's not ridiculous. I just think like look at the names around him. I don't think he's meaningfully more offensively valuable in terms of like projecting him to being on other teams, a different variety of skill sets and different variety of roles. And the defensive gulf between every other name here is massive.
Nah, that's where I feel different when it comes to the offensive value that he could provide. Like I see a real leap when it comes to his skill set. He was able to grow into and and at his position, I think there's only a certain amount of guys who can do what he does when it comes to getting buckets in the most effective way possible without mucking up any level of offense, which is super valuable.
Yeah, it is for sure. Like it's a rare combination of shooting and slashing ability.
Mm-hmm.
I would, if he had like a really good playmaking year for the position, I'd feel a little bit better about ignoring the defense, ignoring everything by just saying, Jesus Christ, that production's crazy. It just smells a little 2023 Mikal Bridges to me, where I'm like, let me wait to see what it looks like when things change, I
think he's a different caliber shooter though for me. That's why I just...
And Mikal Bridges?
Yeah,
I mean, I guess he is better.
Shooter.
Yeah, he's better.
Yeah.
I just mean I'm wary of overreacting to everybody's gone. Someone's got to get buckets now, Yeah. And I not to say again, I put him pretty high still, so I do think he's good. But I just realized you haven't said Trey Murphy's name yet, so like that's crazy as fuck to me. We'll keep it going. Like you're insane.
No, but, I'm not.
I mean, you're not insane. You're not. But you know what I mean? Yeah. To me, not want to overreact. To me, it's crazy. But I get it. Donovan, who is your 10 through 6?
At 10, I have Mikal Bridges. At 9, I have Denny. At 8, I have OG. 7, I have Kawhi. 6, I have Jimmy Butler.
I can't even react harshly to Kawhi Leonard being 7 because I know your MO. I know how much you hate the inconsistency. So
it's not even aside from the inconsistency. What honestly pissed me off the most was they should have beat the Nuggets, and the fact that you had that opportunity, and we came on here, and the day after he scored, or the week that he had had the 39-point game 2, and it was like, okay, like Kawhi is here, and we do this whole relitigation of his entire career and all the peaks and everything, and then you go out as sad as you possibly can, and everybody just gets dominated in Game 7, and for Kawhi to also be a part of that, like especially at this point in his career, you can justify James Harden being on your team if you have Kawhi Leonard, because the idea is, in the Game 7 you have Kawhi, like you're going to be able to overcome whatever Game 7 nonsense James Harden pulls out, and it didn't happen, and he was just fine, and so if you are not going to play in half the games in the regular season, and then we get to a first round series where the other team is literally relying on big shots from Russell Westbrook every single game, and they are mounting comebacks, and they need game winners and all of this stuff, and you're just fine. Like the only way I can justify you being top 5 and doing all the load management stuff is if we get to the playoffs and you are a top 5 player, and you did not do that, and that's what upset me the most about Kawhi in the playoffs and throughout this entire season and in this ranking. And so that's why I had him at 7.
Fair enough. Unk doesn't got it no more?
No.
Yeah. Yeah, the juice is... The ceiling wasn't quite as high as it was in previous years between his sabbaticals of not playing basketball.
Sabbaticals.
The ceiling, he didn't peak quite as high as he once did. So I understand it. I gave him a little more credit, but just barely. And really it's just because some of the guys that you clearly put above him are just like young and bear a little bit less responsibility when they're on the court. But I don't think it's crazy because like clearly you have Franz and J-Dub higher. All right. All things being considered, overall value. All right.
It's not bad. I shrugged my shoulders.
Yeah, that's fine. I mean, I can't even. I'm not going to go to bat defending Kawhi Leonard these days. Like, it's a tough argument. I give him slightly more credit for what I know he can be, but it's clearly understandable.
Would you know he can be, brother? We're going into year 12. Like what he can be is not necessarily. I think more often than not, like if we simulated the rest of his career 100 times, you're gonna get the downside of it more times than you're going to get the best version of it. And
you're right for sure. At that point, yeah.
Again,
there's no argument for why I put him higher. I can't even it's just like he's Kawhi, so I gave him credit. But yeah, you're not wrong at all.
Yeah, he scored basically 40 in like and still averaged like 20 in the series. Like, good for you.
I put Brandon Ingram number 10, OG Anunoby number 9, Amen Thompson number 8, Franz Wagner number 7, and Jimmy Butler number 6. So clearly, I have Leonard just slightly higher.
Yeah, I like.
Okay.
No, listen, I like this tier. I think Brandon Ingram is too high, but whatever.
Here's the thing: Brandon Ingram is too high. That's in the sentence.
Okay,
but I also don't feel too bad about it. But like, I am giving him a pass for things I did not give other people unless a pass for. Off of like, I can save him, put him in the right spot. I promise you, we can make him good. But he's also not the consistent defender. He's not. I think he's a little bit better than Trey Murphy at his best. But there's been years where he's as bad as Trey Murphy. And he also has the same DeMar DeRozan issues of being too very focused. I was about to say,
you were right. This is crazy flirting versus harassment.
Yeah, it is flirting versus harassment. But it's purely because those other guys, either Trey Murphy, I've never seen have a great offensive production and great defensive production at the same time. I think he can, but I'm going to see it. I have seen Ingram. I've seen years in which both click. And DeMar, I have no reason to believe he'll change or get better at certain things. Whereas Ingram, I truly believe he's a unique player that is wholly dependent on his situation year by year and what the coach gets out of him, which makes him unreliable, which you can ding him for that. Sure. I just, for some reason, maybe it's just Lakers fandom still deeply ingrained in him. I just feel like I really want to give him benefit for what the best version of him is, but I am fully aware that it's incredibly inconsistent with other arguments. So I will not try to pretend that it's a good placement. It's where my heart took me and I'm not going to change it.
Yeah.
Listen to your heart, man.
But it's not like logical.
Listen to your heart. Your heart's always right. I like the amend placement. I had him. Where did I have him on my list?
You were the lowest on him.
Yeah, I think I was the lowest. And looking back at it, I do feel bad about it, and I would put him higher. Not necessarily sure who I'll put him above. Maybe Mikal Bridges. I don't know. Those are conversations I don't have right now. But he does feel like a top 8, top 12 bare minimum player.
Yeah, to me, the top 10, you got to be a pretty good defender besides Brandon Ingram. And a men's defense is so great; it carries him. And his team actually knows how to weaponize athleticism more than the Pistons do with Asar. And it's not just his team; he also has just been better, and didn't have the blood clot thing to slow him down. Has a little bit more creativity, I think, as a cutter. Overall, I just think has real offensive impact despite the shooting. Whereas Asar has minimal offensive impact. Mm-hmm. So that's why there's a big gap between them.
Yeah, it's fair. There was an argument to be made for a men to win DPOY this last year.
True.
And it wasn't just one of those like, hey, we have nothing to talk about. Like, can we pull this argument out of a hat? It was actually legitimate, and you can get there. Yep. And so, if you are that level of defender, especially at like not being a big. And it is very tangible the way that it was with the men. I'm with you being, top 10, top 8. Obviously, it's just we're both of them. It's just the shooting. That was the only thing that kept him out of my top 10. But
I wonder where I should have put Kawhi. I feel like I just kind of penciled Kawhi into the back end of the top 5, just like because we know you can't be top 3, you're never available, but we know when you're on the court, you're one of the best players, two-way, whatever. Now that I'm thinking about it, like I don't know how to parse him versus Jimmy Butler and Franz Wagner. It's just with the overall availability and consistent impact. That's a difficult conversation.
Yeah, I can understand why Kawhi is where he is, but also at the same time too, there's just like a little bit of, I hate to say it, but like legacy in your head and knowing like what he is when he's healthy, regardless of like the situation or scenario. There's no questions out when it comes to what he is on the court. Outside of like when he's not on the court.
We haven't seen that in 4 years.
You've seen some of it.
What do you mean? I mean, you say that, but like we're not saying you gotta be 2019 Kawhi or even 2021 Kawhi. It's just like we know he's an all-star level player when he's healthy. It's obviously he's not healthy very often. So that's difficult. And like I ignore injuries a lot with these lists when it's like Cam Johnson gets hurt a lot. Whatever. That's not gonna affect my decision making just because there's a million other things we think about. You can't ignore it with Kawhi Leonard, like it's baked in. Like you said, like the rest of his career, more years than not, will be lost to injury. So, yeah, maybe I should have put him a little bit lower, but that's also like just incredibly difficult to figure out.
I think because if he clearly lost a step,
he did,
which he did, but the step that he lost though, doesn't fucking matter.
He lost a small step. Not a huge
step.
It
still doesn't matter because he's still with that step loss, either the best or the second worst case scenario. He's almost always the second best or the best player on the court every single night.
That wasn't always the case this year.
I disagree.
No. Yeah, the peak wasn't quite as obvious this year as that.
Nah, I disagree with you guys.
I think that he is as like surgical and mechanical with his game, and he can get to his spots and he can do like, and this is part of the reason why we were talking about like, oh, like how good is P. Kawhi is, because he can get to his spots, do what he wants to do on the floor. But I don't think like the argument that I have with him and Jimmy Butler, because I have 100% been annoyed with Jimmy Butler's availability and his in and outness and all of that stuff. But the moment he got to Golden State, and this also could just be a factor of Golden State being as bad as they were, but the moment he got there, boom, everything changed. The whole team opened up. They went on that crazy run. Even in the playoffs, like there were still, at least in the first round, you know, there were times where you saw the vision with him, Steph, and Draymond and doing all this stuff. I think that the impact was much more tangible and immediate with Jimmy Butler as opposed to Kawhi, who on any given night, you're probably just going to get like a very nice 22, 23 points on like 8 of 17 shooting.
You know what? Actually, no, never mind. I'm not going to do myself too much. I know I'm too held up on his points per game, about talking about did he peak quite as high. He's playing with James Harden now. He just deferred to James Harden more than he deferred to Paul George. And I think that's the main thing is like on
that's not a problem to you?
No, the role is different for this team.
Yeah,
because like you have Norman Powell's a flamethrower, and also Zubac has like he requires more touches as well. Which
where's Norman Powell now?
That is so. What a crazy red herring ass argument. That means nothing to the conversation. He played with a real point guard now who handled more ball handling. When
Bradley Beal is there now, so you're gonna see the exact same thing.
Yeah, either way, the distribution was different.
I know. I'm gonna see a first round exit from all of them.
Not the point at all.
But regardless of the point, like Kawhi Leonard still is there. He's that. When it comes to the point per game thing, I'm gonna let you save that for yourself.
Yeah, but like the offense was still 7.4 points better than him on the court. He was still plus 10 overall, considering he made their defense better still. Everything was the same. He just shot less. The efficiency didn't change anywhere. Frequency of shots didn't change anywhere. Literally, he just shot the ball less, which feels like he's less assertive. But you remember, playing with James Harden is a very, very different dynamic than playing with Paul George and whoever the fuck they were rolling out at point guard during those years. The bodies they were pushing out there. Reggie Jackson some years, Pat Bev some years. Like, they had to play through him as a point forward more, and this team just necessitated that less. And I think that's what I really get held up on, is that like he just doesn't need to be quite as assertive. And I don't necessarily know if he's not capable anymore. Yeah. Now, he's still unavailable, so I still understand why he can't be top 3 or anything. But I don't feel too bad, actually, about him being back half the top 5.
So if he played on another team where he had to be more assertive, you think he'd be averaging 25, 26 a night?
In those games he's healthy? Yeah, probably.
Easily. The efficiency is going to be a little bit worse, obviously, because he's working more and harder for those points.
I don't even know about that. He's
but
Kawhi.
Yeah, like I think he still could be that.
Yeah. Again, would he play a lot of games still? No. But I think in those games he's healthy. Yeah. It'd be a matter of, does he shoot 3 more times? Probably.
Yeah.
All right. Who's your top?
All right. So at number 10, I have OG Anunoby. 9, Trey Murphy. 8, Brandon Ingram. 7, Franz Wagner. And at 6, I have Jimmy Butler.
See, you've crossed the line twice now.
Where at?
Because one, you crossed the line by putting Brandon Ingram top 8. Then you just crossed my baseline line of putting Trey Murphy above OG.
So I guess another
Notice
layer.
He was quiet when I was taking all the heat for the Ingram thing. He was, I don't know, man. I don't think it's kind of understandable.
Yeah, it is. I'm like, you kind of.
And I just realized that you hadn't said Brandon Ingram's name this whole time. What the hell?
Brandon Ingram's good. He's good. He's really good. That's what the Pelicans would do to you. That's what the Pelicans. That situation was so dire, and we've never seen Ingram outside of maybe 1-2 years in New Orleans where things went kind of smoothly.
Come on, my brother.
Where he was prioritized.
I'm buying stock.
Yeah.
Darko's going to save him.
I think he's going to be really good, and what they expected RJ Barrett to be, which was good still. Brandon Ingram is he's going to take care of the high octane, high level score that they need and want, who can prioritize those areas.
Him and Scotty Barnes are going to be nice together.
They're going to be great.
Ingram's a good interior passer. I think him and Jakopoto will have some good connection in the pick and roll. I don't know about those guards. We'll see who the fuck ends up starting there. But
he masked a lot of those weaknesses from the guard position too.
Yeah, if there were stocks and players, I would be putting I wouldn't invest everything in Brandon Ingram stock, but I'd put down a little bit of assets in there.
Yeah, I thought you were gonna find me because of the Trey Murphy stuff. You could still if you want.
Oh, I already did.
But
it's crazy.
I will say too. Here's another like layer or level to look at it. Now that I think about it, I view him offensively long, lengthy guy. You're not necessarily going to rave about his defense, but the shooting is definitely like another tier considering the range and how it's like so incredibly valuable to have someone who doesn't require a lot of touches but can give you a fuckload of production. When I think of someone like that, I'm like, yo, like guys who are in that mold, who's been an all-star, Lauri Markkanen. Obviously, Lauri has like, he's proven and he's much bigger, so the defense you worry a little bit less about. But I think he's very much directly comparable to someone like Trey Murphy, who I can see make an all-star game here or there. He can flirt with the all-star game damn near every year for the rest of his career. And that's because of the new addition of the off the dribble stuff that he's been able to provide that just puts him in another tier of players.
I'm not sure where you're getting the idea that he doesn't need the touches to be super productive. I think he does need touches. Like, we haven't seen a year in which he averages. You made it sound like Lauri, obviously not saying you're holding him to that standard completely. You're talking about the style of play. But like Lauri averaged like 25 points per game off of mostly off-ball cutting and stuff. Trey Murphy's stuff was pretty on ball. I don't like he also does have the shooting skills. I assume that, but I feel like to put him this high, you have to assume he can be like Lauri Markkanen level of off-ball star level production.
Yeah, and I do think that of course, like over the past few years before this season, a lot of his stuff was off ball, and everyone's like, "Yo, he's fucking great." But I don't know how great he could be. And this year, I think he proved that he can do on ball stuff similar to Lauri Markkanen. It works differently; it's a little bit inverted, but the progression's still there. And I know the second that he is alongside some other super insanely dominant interior force, maybe like Zion Williamson, who knows what's going to happen, this value will scream and he's going to slip into an all-star game.
Okay. Yeah, and I don't think you're crazy in terms of can he be here at this time next year?
Yeah.
Fully possible to me.
Yeah, it's just so like when you think about all the players that you would rather prioritize on your team, whether it be team building, who just ends up being better as a player, it's guys who don't require too many touches but can give you an insane amount of value. And offensively, I think Trey Murphy, we don't notice it just yet, but he exemplifies that.
Okay. Then you have OG. Donovan is Franz top 5, but we have Franz at number 7. I'd feel very good about Franz top 5 if we could just get the 3-point shot to fall. He has everything else. If the 3-point falls, welcome back, Paul George. You're German now. Like he would be a complete amazing wing that plays fantastic defense, great driver, and using that to lead offense despite the lack of spacing. He's been an effective driver. Despite the lack of spacing, he's managed to be an effective driver. A concept, whoa. Yeah. It's just does a 3-point shot fall to make it possible for him to play with Paolo Banchero because Franz isn't good enough that you could say spacing be damned, play through him only. Like he's just below the level where he needs to be able to play with other stars, especially when you have Paolo Banchero right there. And that lack of spacing holds me back a lot with his value.
Yeah, I agree with you. And that's a part of the reason why I feel like spacing or not, when it comes to Jimmy Butler, he's just going to do so much stuff. Just like Franz Wagner, obviously, too. But with Jimmy Butler, I think when he isn't hitting his shots, he's not going to like continuously spam them. He knows his game. He's going to take like, I think during his time with the Warriors or early in his phases with the Warriors, he wasn't taking that many threes. I think he was taking the same amount of attempts as someone like Draymond Green. And he knew that and he understood that's probably gone from his game, but he didn't spam it. We didn't see him like take 5 threes a game and just nuke his team offensively night after night after night. I've seen Franz Wagner do that continuously.
Well,
of course, it's different because he's playing with Steph Curry.
Yeah, you said it like Franz Wagner is like Marcus Smart, where he's just taking insane threes nonstop. You don't want him to, or like even a more high volume shooter. Like he's not 2023 Dylan Brooks. I think Wagner has some shot IQ to him that I'm not holding that against him.
Yeah, definitely, I agree. But genuinely, like he is not that level of non-shooter, which I think he is because I've seen it before. Like why lean into it continuously and just revamp your game a little bit?
Yeah. Okay. Let's move on to the top 5. So we're gonna have some different top 5s finally. The last 2 weeks have been pretty much the same. Donovan threw a nice wrench in it. Let's see who we got. Let's reveal them all. I have J-Dub at 5, Kawhi at 4, which I could be convinced to flip those two now after we've been talking through it. Yeah. So really I have Kawhi at 5, J-Dub at 4, LeBron at 3, Durant at 2, Tatum at 1.
Can't change your list on the fly, buddy. 5 got Kawhi, 4 J-Dub, 3 Durant, 2 LeBron, and 1 Tatum.
And I have Franz at 5, J-Dub at 4, Durant at 3, LeBron at 2, Tatum at 1.
Damn, so I'm the LeBron here. Okay.
Yeah, you are. So
all right,
because he's on your team.
So now I'm the one that hates LeBron. We've all.
You said you wanted to trade him for Jared Allen, man. Those are nasty words.
Man, I can be blessed with that. No, I mean LeBron's great. I just think obviously him and Durant are both geriatric. I think they both have some good defensive value still. I just think that as they're aging and LeBron's on-ball chops are becoming a little more unreliable in the playoffs, night-to-night basis, just because they have to dispel so much energy. This is the point where the whole Durant's a better shooter, can play off ball, all that stuff that was always like a nod towards him when they were younger, but LeBron was so dominant on ball, it doesn't matter. When they're hitting the twilight years, that's where I think the Durant aging makes him a little bit more impactful, because you don't want either of them to be your best star anymore. And they both have a lot of skills that make them fit well with their respective co-stars. We'll see Durant fitting well with everybody around him on the Rockets, because he can fit in that spacing. He can be a weak side shot blocker, can still be a good defender. LeBron's going to fit well with Luka, like we saw in the second half of last year. He turns it up defensively a little bit, can do some of the Draymond Green-esque stuff on the short roll, can still cut, do all that stuff. But there's just a lot of moments with LeBron, especially this past year, where he got really old, where like you see there's times where the legs visibly just don't have juice in them, and he has to really force his way out. And I don't feel like Durant's at that point where any given night it's like, damn, it's really a struggle.
No, it's kind of the Durant thing is it's much more existential than I guess like on the court tangible. Just because just since he left Golden State, every situation that he's been in has ended up in an area where he's unhappy, somebody else is unhappy.
Just complete disarray.
It goes poorly. And so I saw a tweet today where somebody was like, you have 3 people to beef with before I think that you're the problem. And it kind of feels like that with Durant now, where like he left Golden State, he left Brooklyn, left Phoenix. And so now that's 3 beefs. And so if it goes poorly in Houston, I'm not blaming Amen Thompson. Like that's not happening.
He didn't beef with the Nets, I don't think. I think James Harden said trade me, then Kyrie said trade me, and he was like, damn, I guess I'm the last one left. You might as well trade me too. Like he was happy to stay there until his friend said, I'm out of here. And he was like, well, I guess I got to leave too. Who am I going to play with? Cam Thomas?
Yeah.
Like, I don't blame. He was no part of that going wrong. Yeah. And the Suns, I mean, he beefed with some of the head coaches and didn't get along with some of the coaches there, which I guess that's a little bit of a take against him if you want.
How many? Because he was there for 3 years and they had 3 different head coaches, correct?
Yeah, which that's crazy. That screams organizational stability. Yeah, that's a real good situation for a 30-year-old Kevin Durant. I'm not blaming him even a fucking little bit for Matt Ishbia and James Jones being insane people and trading for Bradley Beal. Like,
yeah, I think to your point when it comes to worrying about how the blame game might be played in Houston, I think it's an entirely different beast because they already have their set culture. They know where things lie. Ime Udoka's going absolutely nowhere. He just got his contract, or he got extended as a coach as well. He's going nowhere. And I think this is a place where Durant needed to go, where they have a legit infrastructure, where there's no beefs. They re-signed all their guys. They know who is like a part of the identity, and they're set in stone. So I don't feel the variance when it comes to that. I'm always going to put LeBron over KD though, till the day I die.
Yeah, I think, and so like for KD, like I think like Houston's going to be really, really good, and I expect a lot out of them. I also think that that was one of the best situations you can put Kevin Durant in, to just say, hey, go get a bucket on the team that needed a bucket getter more than anybody else. Mm-hmm. And so for LeBron, I'm not super, super high on him as a player, but like the upgrade between Jackson Hayes and DeAndre Ayton, I do think that's going to change their lives a little bit. And so I'm very curious to see what this team looks like when they actually have somebody who's 7 feet tall and can play 30 minutes a night, as opposed to, Jackson Hayes and doing all the things that they did. So I'm giving LeBron one more year. Maybe if the scoring from KD, he comes back this year and he's gonna do KD things, 25 to 27 points, 50% from the field, 40% from 3. Like it's gonna be, crazy efficient. But I'm giving LeBron one last time.
Yeah, fair enough. I mean, they're close. They're like, this is like the 10th best player in the league versus the 13th or something like that on the low end, if you're like holding LeBron harshly for consistency. But we can tell any given playoff series, the chips are down. Who do you want? We can do that LeBron thing forever. So, and especially against Durant, who's also old as dirt, you can also do that with.
Yeah.
But there's a reason we're not even entertaining number 1 anymore.
Yeah.
That ship kind of sailed. So now it's just old versus old.
Thanks. Yeah, I agree.
Shout out J-Dub, solidifying himself as top 5. I was kind of worried I'd be the only one that does that, but apparently we all agree that J-Dub is clearly top 5.
This man just come on, man. He's so versatile. He does whatever OKC needs him to do. Man had a broken wrist, still dropping 48 in the finals. Was able to turn himself like legitimately into one of the best defenders in the league. And you saw a little bit of improvement in terms of like his on-ball creation and answering just a little bit of the questions. I still do think that like a little bit of that is there in terms of like the whole,
frightening a little bit.
You know, like the whole OKC dynasty thing. We do have to put just a small break because J-Dub does have to continue to take steps forward as an offensive guy. But for everything that he did do, for all the moments that he did come up, extremely clutch in the playoff series, in the playoff run, he did answer questions that people had. And so I 100% think like on a night-to-night basis, yeah, Jalen Williams is the 4th best small forward. And if we're just talking regular season, you can make an argument that he's top 3.
Damn.
Yeah, I ain't doing all that.
Yeah,
but
no,
I will say
you can.
You can do that by yourself.
Yeah, you can have fun with that.
Don't talk. Put your phone on.
Settle
D&D.
down.
Yeah,
You can.
I'm gonna leave you alone with that conversation yourself. But I will say, when it comes to
there's one guy on here who's really entire value at this point, and not entire value. I'm not gonna say that, but a majority part of the value and why we are putting him up there is because we say in a playoff series, where do you go? But that's what I'm saying in a regular season context, on a night-to-night basis, where are we going?
All right, man.
That's all I'm saying is that you can have that conversation, and I don't think it's gonna be as crazy as you guys.
Listen, we can have any conversation we want. We can say a lot of things. Doesn't mean it's a good conversation that we need to have.
Yeah, your lungs are working.
We can discuss a lot of shit.
Yeah, like your tongue is flapping.
And I'm saying it's worth the
whatever.
airtime. That's what I'm saying.
But is it like? I don't know. I think you're wasting your breath.
And that's the end of our small forward rankings. That's our top 30
That's all I'm
rankings.
saying.
More disagreement than we had in the first two. Some interesting POVs on positional value and what matters from your forwards. With that being said, it's TikTok time.
We move, rejoice, eaters. Where you at?
You know,
You're kind of losing it.
comments been saying you've been losing it.
Yeah.
Your transitions are kind of washed.
You know, I'm getting older,
Yeah.
getting wiser. But regardless of the fact, Crown Eaters, they think we washed. We not. We finna kill this shit. Let's go.
The same way they send people to Turkey for bad hair, finna send you to Florida to get some energy up, to learn how to be crazy, to get your energy back up.
Great.
We're gonna send you to go train with Mr. B.
Send me a new pack of crowns. Send me a new pack of crowns. Tallahassee? Good God, no. We move. Let's go. Turn up with me, please.
Welcome to TikTok time. Today, we're not going to begin with a draft. We're going to do our draft second. Not going to begin with it. First thing we're going to do, we're going to talk about NBA fashion. I'm going to show you an NBA outfit. You got to tell me who wore it better, because 2 people are going to be wearing this outfit. It's going to be the original one and a different one of somebody else wearing it. You let me know who wore it better, who got that shit off more.
All right.
2 people wearing the same outfit. Okay.
Yeah, you guys aren't aware of this. A little surprise for you guys. First off, we have Kyle Kuzma or Donovan Smoot with the pink sweater.
Yo, I think I remember this day. And I think he got thrown out of the establishment too. You got jumped out of bodyguards. Beat the fuck out of you, bro.
Yeah, we're at Houston brunch. You know, they don't play over there. The dress codes.
You remember when he showed up a couple weeks ago wearing a helmet? There was a reason why he wore the helmet.
Yeah, he got knocked upside the head.
Oh, shit, man. I'm going to give this. He put it on better.
I'm gonna give it to Donovan Smoot.
Because he rocking it. He looked like a grown man wearing a sweater. The sweater's not wearing him. I like that. Amazing.
I'm always pick me. I'm always pick me.
Always?
Let's see.
Okay.
Let's see what else we got.
Next up, we got Trae Young or Donovan Smoot.
I'm actually taking me on this like 100%.
This is a real picture of him dribbling like that too. Oh man.
I'm actually, yeah, I'm taking me.
You can rock the suit with the shorts?
I'm taking me. I think honestly what messes it up is the hat for Trae.
You knew not to do too much. You knew you came in that day. You said let the outfit speak.
It's already a statement piece when you're wearing the suit with the shorts. You can't put too much.
Yeah.
It's a little bland. I don't know. I think if you're gonna wear like a short suit, then like you need to have some type of statement piece because otherwise you're just looking crazy, man.
Yeah. No tattoos, no change. You came out bland this day.
Yeah, what's going on, man? Like,
Where's Trae's tattoos?
This isn't about Trey.
This is his rookie year.
This is about you.
Yeah.
I'm giving this one to Trey Young.
I agree.
Next up, we got LeBron James or Donovan Smoot. With the all white suits.
Man.
This is hard.
Now that suit is wearing him. This is 0, bro.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
sorry.
too big. It's too big.
This is not good at all.
It's too big. Bron got it. He's the only one. He's the only one who can wear
Yeah, I don't think you can pull the old. You don't have the same aura at all as Braun compared to him.
I can't pull off baggy.
Nope.
Nah, not a baggy
this
suit
baggy.
at least. Not a baggy suit at least.
You gotta have a different type of muscle mass to get this off. You gotta have the right types of shoulder width. It's not your bag.
Listen, put me in the Drew Gooden suit. That's what I need.
Man.
Bron got it.
Yeah, Braun got it for sure.
I thought you were picking you in every situation.
It's so singular to like this specific suit is so singular to LeBron. He has to.
Yeah, honestly, you
he has
kind of
to
have.
get
It's kind of disrespectful you even put this on. It's kind of some audacity involved in you trying to be like the GOAT.
I saw it at the thrift store. I was like, this can't be the suit.
You so
I had to get it.
You so like I ain't see you wear that suit, or otherwise I would have had you stripped to the bare bone. How dare you try to replicate my GOAT, man? How dare you?
That's crazy.
I would have done it.
That's crazy.
Are you
one can do
initiating him
this.
into a frat? What do you mean?
Not a frat, man. You just can't do it. There's just certain things, signs of respect. Like you don't try to depict a god,
He
bro.
was trying to have me out here like AD.
Yeah, you don't try to depict God, bro. Like you don't try to depict God. What is wrong with you, bro? Those are the levels of disrespect that we're doing right now.
It's like drawing Muhammad. He can't do it.
Come on now.
Next up, we got Russell Westbrook or Donovan Smoot.
Ooh,
I'm
the
taking
biceps
me.
are bicepping right now.
I'm taking me.
You with the glasses is diabolical.
I'm about to bring this back. Actually, I was gonna wear this next week.
While you do that, I'm chaining up the door. You are not allowed to come next to me.
This is crazy. Put your armpits away. What the fuck were you thinking?
It's the Teen Choice Awards. It was hot. It was out in LA. It was during the summer. Had to let things breathe.
Those fucking. The way you
Nah,
have your
man.
pants pulled up.
I gotta talk to his dad about this. This ain't right, man.
Yeah.
This ain't right.
My dad
What's
did not
going
know
on?
about this before I put it on.
He would have been
Right.
ashamed. Capri's? Like, he lost his
I
mind.
even fried you.
Put your shins away.
What's going on, man?
I'm giving this one to Russell Westbrook.
Russ easy.
Easily. He wipes. Stomps. Clears.
All right. We're doing a lot here.
Next up, we got Donovan Smoot or Tyrese Halliburton.
Yo,
Who are you feeling like right
No,
now? Why are
this
you
is-
looking at me like that? Type of shit I'm on. What the hell is going on, man? Type of this is I didn't expect to be harassed during TikTok time by your Who are you feeling? Cool
You
ass
look-
dude,
You
man.
look like you joined a pyramid scheme. You look like you're talking about, I'm going to start. Why don't you have your fourth LLC?
He looks like the
Listen,
top.
man, let's build.
He
You
claims to be the
understand?
top credit repair dude in the city, man. What are you doing?
First of all, multiple things. One, I do win this. Like straight up, I do win this. Two,
I don't know, man.
it looks like Common is my brother.
I'm just saying you look like Common.
Just-
Nah, you look like you asked family members for money and they're going to help you like with student loans, but really you're spending it on brunch.
Just a bad dude, man.
brunch be expensive.
Yeah.
Yeah, finessing.
Have y'all seen the price of French toast now? They started using brioche. It's crazy. They
I
start
get-
oven baking French bread or French toast. It's too much. I do win though, like 100%.
I think I give it to you
I
because
do pull this off.
I think you could pull it off.
I think you would pull it off. I never, I don't know if you could or couldn't, but I think you would.
Yes, exactly.
And honestly, this one isn't even like too crazy to put together. When it starts getting cold again,
Oh God.
This is your first Chicago winter. We don't know what you're going to pull
Oh
out.
God.
it's gonna be crazy.
Next up, we got Carmelo Anthony or Donovan Smoot.
Oh my. Who is he feeling like right now, man?
I literally just looked up a hat like this like last week. I'm so serious. I'm so serious.
Oh man, dude.
I was looking for vintage hats like this on eBay. I'm about to get one.
Why?
And I'm kind of mad that you spoiled the surprise. Because I had the little thing.
The
on
Yankees one?
Yeah, I had the beret on
Yeah.
opening weekend.
God.
I was about to listen, we were talking about like winter fashion. I was about to really like dive into that.
You look like you're an Inglorious Bastards. I'll take that bet.
That's what Melo was going for.
Oh,
And apparently me too.
You and Brad Pitt hunting Germans.
Yeah.
oh God.
And I'm gonna take me in this situation just because the facial hair for Melo is it's too much. It's too much.
I think I'm gonna go Melo here because
he got the Hitler mustache, man. It's too much. I can't do that.
Yeah,
I can't do that. Grow it out.
You just look like you just be on the losing side of things a lot. I'll say that. Like, you'll leave me to die. Sorry.
That's such an indictment.
You look like you be on the losing side of things.
I'm actually hurt.
You don't be winning.
I do feel like calling somebody a loser is one of the 3 harshest indictments of them as a person.
Loser is crazy.
You don't look like a winner. No, you look like a theater kid. You look like you're in a play.
You don't be winning.
Oh my god.
You are never up. Like
you begging me to join your side, man. Come on, please.
You are never up.
Oh,
no, you look like you're in a production. This looks hilarious.
Look like his name is Esteban, man.
You look like you're in West Side Story. You look ridiculous. You look sassy. You look like you have something up your sleeve.
Look like his ears always perked up. Someone's always calling his name.
You look like someone was like, quick, take a picture and you're you stuck a pose.
Wow.
Oh, man.
Oh, giving it to Melo.
Yeah.
We got Jared Allen or Donovan Smoot.
Chill guy. Chill fit.
No, look calm something.
Okay.
It was All-Star Weekend in Cleveland. I wasn't gonna go out afterwards, you know.
You look like the dude from 13 Reasons Why back when, like 2015, the white girls were posting like, why can't every boy dress like this? And it was that bullshit outfit with that shirt with the pocket.
See, I wish I watched that show so I can get that reference.
Very tame.
You don't watch anything.
Very tame.
No, I don't. I don't. I'm still trying to finish the bear right now. I'm almost done.
Yeah, you look like your name is Colton.
I think
That
Jared
is a
Allen.
cult.
You know what you look like? You look like one of the black dudes they would pick on The Bachelor.
I do look like
It's always this
Yes.
genre of black dudes that are on The Bachelor.
in this specific fit. Yes. Also, very damning allegation. That's ridiculous. Them black dudes don't be on nothing.
No jewelry in sight.
I hate them black dudes, man.
I gotta go.
I can't stand them. I can't stand them.
Oh, damn.
Like 85% of them, I'm like, oh no.
Just vanilla.
Damn.
I'm like, this is what Rob Parker was talking about.
Damn. I see it right now. Damn.
Wait, who'd you pull up?
There's a slew of
Show
them, but
me.
I see the archetype. This is damning, man.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Jared Allen got you beat. Jared Allen owns the swag. This is
I
Jared
do
Allen.
look like this guy. This is terrible.
Oh, man.
I do look like this guy.
In this picture, yeah. Man, take
He flipped
take
it over.
that.
We got Steve Nash or Donovan Smoot.
I probably wore this in middle school. I probably wore something very similar.
You were leaving a band practice wearing
Bro,
this?
he's finna bust down on that clarinet, man.
First of all, let's respect. All right. I play trombone.
It's even worse.
I play trombone.
Trombone is even worse.
I was like that. I was like that.
Oh, man.
I was like that.
Oh, man.
Senior year, all city.
All city.
Yeah, mess with your boy.
Shout out to
Mess
the
with your
banner,
boy.
All
Hey,
City.
Houston's a big city.
I guess so.
That means
So
something.
I'm saying HID is one of the biggest districts in the country. I was one of the 9 best trombone players in high school. In 5A.
Wow.
Oh, your school was in 6A? Embarrassing.
Oh no, because you remember when they reclassified and like 4A became 5A and then 5A became 6A? So we were 6A, but we had like moved up.
It sounds like you were 4A. You moved up to 5A.
We were 4A my freshman year, and then we moved up a level. But then the year that we moved up a level, what was 5A then turned into 6A. So we were the biggest whatever.
Gotcha. Okay. Anyway, Steve Nash cooked you. You got embarrassed. You got put into shambles. He got the white boy swag off better than you.
I don't know why you're pucking your lips here, too.
Yeah, it's a crazy pose.
First
What
of all-
you getting ready for it to do, man?
Okay,
Stay
so
over
I
there.
think Steve Nash wins on the bow tie. I'm wearing the bag better.
I don't know. I just don't
I
think
got-
this
I got
color's
the back.
for you necessarily. This color just ain't.
I'm wearing pink next week.
All right.
I'll do that. I think I could pull off.
We got Klay Thompson or Donovan Smoot.
Oh, he got it. Donovan got this one. The fake,
I look
crispy as hell.
I look so skinny. I look sick in this picture.
He looks sick.
He just ripped his P90X and Ozempic for 6 months.
No, I just look tall for no reason.
Yeah, your head looks
This is
so
your 2K
tiny.
players.
Yeah.
I hate those dudes, man. They just be tall for no reason. 6'3" at the park, 2 rebounds.
Yeah.
Who rocked it?
Donovan got it.
Donovan got it.
Yeah, he got it on. He got it on. He got it on.
This one looks hilarious. He looks so jolly.
Yeah.
We got LeBron James or Donovan Smoots.
This is crazy.
Donovan with the.
I know I said I would
This is
strip you,
crazy.
but for this instance right here, you actually beat out LeBron. For
Yo,
whatever reason.
I do think I got him here.
Take those gloves off, you idiots. Why are you wearing those driving gloves? That big old belt. The fucking vest is insane. Like a butler.
You know, if I could rework this into like 2020s style,
I think you could actually.
I might have to do this.
I hate to say, but
You look like an
actually
Irish
think you put
bartender.
it on.
Listen, they get down over there. They get
Them
down.
cocktails? Donovan don't actually play about that shit.
Listen, have you ever split the G on a Guinness?
I have not, but I just saw that video today
What
too.
the fuck are we
Did
talking
you saw
about?
about David Cornsweet? You see that video?
No.
Oh, okay. There's a viral video of him talking about he went to the UK with
Yeah.
the guy who plays Lex Luthor, and he's like, I split a G.
Splitting the G. What the hell?
I'll put you on.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going me.
We'll give it to you.
Donovan got this.
Yeah, we'll say you beat LeBron in this. And that's the last one.
Wow.
Man, oh man.
That's great.
All right.
What were you thinking these days?
I want to see this swag
Should
next
I-
week, Donovan.
Should I reinvest into some gloves?
Yes, you actually put it on genuinely.
Hey, I didn't see you there. We're taking a break from the pod to let you guys know about the newest TD3 production, House Call. As you can see, it's the same nonsense, the same hate, the same great takes, but just in the NFL. By the time you guys see this, episodes have already started to drop, so tap into the new channel, to the new show. Again, it's everything that you love about the Deep Three, but just for football. The link is going to be in the description. It's going to be pinned in the top comment, and make sure you guys go tap in and bring your crayons.
All right, next thing we're going to do, now it's time for us to get to our draft for the day. We are going to draft NBA teams with only players from the 2003 NBA draft class.
God damn, that's a long time ago.
We're going way back in the day. The famous, potentially best draft class of all time.
Okay.
The draft order is Donovan, me, Mo. I am in the worst spot for this draft. Unfortunate.
No, you're in a great spot.
No, Mo's in the best
Nah,
spot.
I'm the best spot. I could double up.
There's 4 stars in this draft class.
Oh, true. True.
Actually, you know what's crazy? I went first last time. I should have been third, but I fucked it up. But anyways, it's already there. There you go. You get third pick. Mo, Donovan, where are we going with the first pick in the 2003 draft class?
LeBron James.
Damn.
No other words.
We know who he feeling like right now. I see it. I see your game. Okay. It's the ascension of Donovan Smoot.
What position
Are you in
put him
your
at?
LeBron era right now? All right.
We'll start him at small forward.
Okay.
I reserve the right to move him around.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
Okay, obviously LeBron's going first. No surprise there. Second overall, shooting guard, give me Dwayne Wade.
Okay. Cool beans.
Cool beans.
He stays saying
Don't
that.
care,
What's
bro.
the problem?
What the fuck is your problem? I see what you've been wearing, man. On your off days. I see what you be up to now. So at my 5, give me Chris Bosh.
Okay.
And then at my 4, Carmelo Anthony.
Bet. At your 4?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah,
I'm
obviously
a
this is a 4-star draft, so obviously you were going to pick the 2.
Yeah.
It's actually a 5 all-star draft. People don't often think about it.
There's actually
No, I
no.
trust
There's a lot of all stars.
Oh no, it's 6.
It's like
plus.
9.
Chris Kaman made an all-star team. Give me Chris Kaman at center.
Okay.
That's good.
I need to get it big. You already got Bosch. I can't be left with nobody.
Yeah, that's fine. Listen, if you play with LeBron, you know he needs a shooter. Give me Kyle Korver at the 2.
Fuck,
Damn
man.
it.
That's what I wanted so badly.
Yeah.
He was never coming back to your ass.
Dummy.
You used to no chance of getting him.
Dummy. And then,
You spelled Kaman's name wrong. It starts with a K.
dummy.
I was thinking Chris.
See, I don't know where to go here, but I will just build. You know, this guy, he was at his best when he played with LeBron as well.
He's such a loser, bro.
Give me Mo Williams at point guard.
No creativity whatsoever, bro. He's going what you see on paper. Lame as hell.
Damn, I'm in a tough spot. Do I go spacing or do I go talents? I'm gonna go spacing because I have Dwayne Wade. So give me Boris Diaw at power forward. Give me some stretch 4 out there.
I love
That's
it.
good stuff.
I can't have too many slashers.
That's good stuff.
I love it. Okay.
This is kind of hard.
So at my 4,
You
give me.
Are you moving Melo down?
Oh, my bad. I'm at 3. It's okay. It doesn't matter. They're interchangeable. Give me great defender, someone who also made an all-star team. I just learned this today. Josh Howard. Put him in my 3.
Okay. That
Long length.
you have no mobility on the perimeter, no defenders.
That fool gave
Listen,
the all
defense-
star.
Your defense is trash.
Whoa. You guys are underestimating Josh Howard on the defensive end.
Listen, I gotta go all team building, all fit. Give me James Jones at small forward.
So
No,
it's
you're
not
not.
your pick.
Oh fuck. Oh, okay. He's not gonna take him. Is he picking a 4th power forward?
Do it. Do it.
Go for it. Please be my guest. Put him at point guard.
James Jones, bro.
Go for it.
Okay. So what I'm gonna do is
I'm taking James Jones at the 2.
no, fuck that.
That's
I'm
what
not
I'm gonna
taking
do.
James Jones. Shout out to him, but I'm not taking him. So at my fuck,
1 or
actually.
2.
Yeah, pick
Nah, fuck that. At my 1, give me Kirk Heinrich.
Oh, at
solid.
your 1. Okay.
Yeah. Someone who's super solid.
You're committed to
Good
no
defender.
defense.
Yeah.
Aye, solid defender.
Sure.
Tweaking. Okay.
Okay. So you got Kirk.
That's the battle I was thinking about between Mo and Kirk.
Yeah.
Mm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then again, I need all the spacing I can, all the fit I can get around Dwayne Wade slashing. Give me James Jones at small forward.
Okay.
Okay.
Give me spacers.
Sounds good.
Give me a nice average 3-and-D small forward.
Listen, when LeBron was winning 66 games a year, right? 67 games a year. We were in the mid 2000s, really late 2000s. And that is why I'm building a team that can compete from
I
2007
know
to
what he's
2009. Give me David West at power forward.
Yeah.
Okay.
And give me Kendrick Perkins at my center.
Oh man, I wish I took David West. I wish I took
I'm
him.
telling you, you give Bron this team in 2008,
Frying. He's going to the
Frying.
finals. He's winning the finals.
So you got West and Big Perk. Okay.
my team is disgusting.
You know what? Give me Leandro Barbosa at point guard.
Fuck.
It's Dwayne Wade and spacing. That's all I'm doing.
No defense, no none.
Just
Not
spacing.
a bad bet, I guess.
And you know what? For prime D Wade, I think we can do worse. I think we could do pretty solid with that.
Okay. Damn.
Listen, Chris Kaman being big down there, grabbing the boards.
God damn it.
This is a nice 47 win team.
Listen,
bad.
you got some options here.
Do I?
Listen, you could put Steve Blake there.
Oh, hell yeah. Steve Blake.
Steve Blake was a demon back then. Please don't play on his name. Please don't do that.
You could put Mikal Petras there.
I'm not doing that.
That's actually a really good pick.
I'm not
Jason Capono.
now I'm in like real shitter territory.
Hey man, do you like Keith Bogans?
I gotta do what I gotta do.
Luke Walton had some moments.
He really did.
Give me the demon, the former demon. Steve Blake, welcome to my team.
Oh my God. Your team
You
has
are
no
part of my
defense.
backcourt.
Your team is power forwards and point guards.
No, it's not. Bro, what are we talking about? You have Boris Diaw, Chris Kaman, and James Jones.
That's
What's
not
going
terrible.
on, man?
What are you talking about?
There are no defenders. None of them are.
Chris Kaman can defend just fine. Dwayne Wade's Dwayne
You're
Wade.
staying there with a straight face.
I mean,
Come on.
Get out of my face, man. I
he's
got
up
Chris
against
Bosh.
Kendrick Perkins.
I
I'll
got
live.
Chris Bosh. I'll be fine, bro. Chris Bosh and Josh Howard save me.
Don't disrespect. That's a 2008 champion right there in Big Perk. That's somebody who could hold down
My
the
bad,
fort, drop the anchor, be a good defender in the paint.
You're
Come
right.
on, man.
5 points. Shout out to you.
There we go. For audio listeners, my team is Leandro Barbosa, Dwayne Wade, James Jones, Boris Diaw, and Chris Kaman. Solid 5 seed.
Say your team
I
before
got
the winner
Kirk
goes.
Heinrich, Captain Kirk. I love it. Chicago legend. Steve Blake,
Anybody's a legend these days.
Josh Howard, Melo,
Don't disrespect.
Carmelo Anthony, your guy. And I got Chris Bosh too.
You said that so uninspiring. I have Mo Williams at point guard, Kyle Korver at the 2, LeBron James at the 3, David West at the 4, and Kendrick Perkins at the 5.
Yeah, you fry us. You got this one.
Yeah, I mean, it's LeBron. It's
Yeah.
tough. It's pretty hard to come around.
Backhand? I love
Next
it.
thing we're going to do, I want you guys to guess the NBA player you're looking at, but only some 2K attributes of theirs.
Let's lock in.
So it's a variety of attributes. All you'll know is the position they play in these 5 numbers I chose to give you. You tell me who you're looking at.
I ain't gonna lie, I'm
Word,
starting to
word.
think I'm falling off because when we had Kenny over here in this seat, we were having a tough time.
Yeah, you guys shit the bed. But this time I gave you the position they're playing, so hopefully that makes it easier for you guys and it's possible for you guys to not embarrass me.
Okay.
First off, we got a power forward. Who are you looking at? Good interior defender. Can shoot the three a little bit. Everything else kind of mid.
Is this Chet Holmgren?
This is not Chet Holmgren.
Damn.
He's not. Listen, he's not too fast. Can't really handle. All he does, he's just a very defensive power forward.
But he can shoot threes. There's not a lot of
Yeah,
them.
94 interior D, 83 point is a tough combination to find.
That's why I was like Chet immediately, but it's not Chet.
60 ball handle. They think he's a stick.
Yeah, he really can't do anything. Who are these stretch fours are like? And now, of course, because we're on camera, I'm starting to blank about the stretch fours in the league.
Okay, he could be a fake stretch four. He could be a three who just slid up to the stretch four. But honestly, the interior defense tells me not.
Yeah, it would make more sense. Honestly, it would make more sense if they were played up as a center, but then were listed as a power forward.
Could this be?
Yeah,
I'm
because
trying to say Draymond Green.
Yeah, let's do it.
This is not Draymond Green.
Okay,
I will say this one is not particularly difficult. You guys are probably overthinking it.
Okay, not This is Paulo Banchero.
This is not Paulo Banchero.
Interior
Hell no.
defense. God damn it! All right, interior defenders. That's the easiest way to think about this.
Kristaps,
Nope.
Not Kristaps. Okay. Let's keep on thinking.
the best rim protectors.
You're just blanking over like the guy that's like best at these things in the current NBA at power forward position.
at the power forward position.
This is not Giannis.
Who are the best power forwards in the NBA?
This is not Giannis. This is not AD. Fuck no, it's not AD. 83 point shot?
No, it's not Anthony Davis.
Yeah, nah, it can't be him.
This is Evan Mobley.
83 point shot? That's a little more.
Evan Mobley shot well from three this year, but no
But
mid range
the
shot.
volume was dumb low though. So
But
I'm
that's
like,
why he doesn't have a mid range shot. He doesn't have the in between game, but he can spot up.
the volume 3-point shooting is not there.
Good for
Starting off
Mobley.
with an L, you guys should have got that one.
Good for Mobley.
I was thinking about him, but I'm like, it can't be him. I should have said his name.
It's
Damn
Evan
it.
Mobley. Next up, who is this player?
Oh, they are not
PJ
fast.
Tucker.
No, it's not PJ Tucker.
That was a great guess though.
But keep those wheels moving because you're not too far off.
If it's not PJ Tucker,
All
can
they-
this be?
All they
Imagine
do
this.
is
Imagine
hustle.
the silhouette of PJ Tucker, and you're
All
cooking.
they do is hustle and shoot a couple threes. Wow.
Yep,
Hustle, shoot threes. Okay.
correct.
This is not Draymond Green because that perimeter defense would be sky high.
See, but this is very hard because when I think about hustle, I think about people running after the ball. 58 speed is like you are.
This Dylan Brooks. Nah, not Dylan
you're
Brooks.
walking to the
You're
ball.
walking to the ball.
Yeah.
You're an old man.
You're fast walking. Like
Again, think about that. Who's a slow PJ Tucker build type of guy who's trying real hard?
Thanasis. Like
No, Thanasis is an athlete. This guy is not athletic for power forward standards.
Not athletic for power forward standards. Okay. So is this Al Horford?
What?
No,
No.
he's not four.
Yabusele.
Again, keep that body type. You're in the right area.
So big, stocky. It's not Zion, obviously. Not Zion,
No,
obviously.
I promise you, 95 hustle is not,
Yeah.
not Zion's thing.
I'll say this player didn't play this year. So he's maybe out of your mind. So think about previous years.
Oh, he didn't play. Okay, well, that helps a lot.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
'cause
He
of
was
injury or
he was
he's-
injured.
Ah,
So he's probably out of your mind. But if he was playing this year, you would have got this by now.
Okay.
58 post fade, 58 speed. He's no skill.
What does he do, man?
Hustles and shoots. You see the stats.
no skills, crazy.
It's not the Thanasis because he didn't play this year. It's not no fucking Paul George.
If it,
This is Grant Williams.
He
Come on.
is of that
Y'all
build.
are selling. You should get these.
Yeah.
Okay, so I thought he was a little faster than 58.
58's hilarious.
I hate myself.
I feel like everybody's faster than 58 speed. That's so slow.
This is try hard to the max.
I hate myself.
Next up, who is this shooting guard?
All right,
94
shooting guard.
driving dunk,
with
84,
hops.
89 perimeter D is fucking crazy. Passing vision 70, post control. Is this Jalen Green?
Jalen Green, 89 perimeter D?
They might gas him because of the Houston.
Are they-
Hell no.
Are they gassing up D Mitch?
Nope, not D Mitch.
Okay, is this Anthony Edwards?
It's not Anthony Edwards. It's a notch below that.
Okay.
We just-
This is Jalen Brown.
This is Jalen Brown. There you go.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, like
finally,
Jalen. You said
going on
Jalen.
the
I was like, let's go. They finally got one. Your ass said Green. I'm like, good Lord.
wrong color.
Yeah. Next up, who is this power forward?
Fuck these
89
fours, man.
draw foul.
Gets to the line.
Jimmy Butler.
Nope. 79 mid range.
Oh yeah, that's not gonna be good.
90
90
layup.
layup.
68 interior defense. 40 steal. No defensive skills in sight.
Oh, so you're clearly just a bucket.
79 mid range. So how good much of a bucket could they be?
70. Is this Zion?
No, it's not Zion.
Is it Paolo?
This is Paolo Banchero.
Damn.
Yep. Gets the free throw line, hits layups. Those are the strengths.
You just be smelling buckets.
This will be 95 by the end of next year.
Okay.
79 mid range. Somebody's being honest.
Hmm.
Who is this center?
See, that was unnecessary.
Wow.
Who is this
Mid-range,
center?
98. Close shot, 99.
Jokic. And there's too many 98s and 99s.
It has to be.
It's Jokic.
Yeah.
This is Nikola Jokic.
God damn. Yeah.
it's
the
too
best
much.
player alive. What the hell?
99 close shot. Just the best shot. Just the best hook touch I've ever seen in my
99
life.
stamina is like,
It's accurate.
y'all are crazy for letting this man have good cardio.
Yeah.
And he did it.
Yeah.
He got in the lab.
Wow. Good for him.
Ran behind those horses for a summer.
Man, ain't nobody talking to you?
You're not helpful at all. Shut up.
Next up, who is this center?
Ooh, 86 close shot, 84 mid range, 74 draw foul, 88 stamina.
Okay, so
Passing
74
IQ,
drop foul. We're taking Embiid out the question.
84. Oh my God.
These are the same stats I showed for the last one, so I kept the position similar to the center.
Is this Bam Adebayo?
This is not Bam Adebayo.
Hmm.
Come on, 84 passing IQ. He can pass pretty solid. 88 stamina. Has some stamina to
This is
him.
Wemby?
This is not Wemby.
Damn, not Wemby.
84
not-
mid range, though, is like, you're kind of solid.
Yeah, has a little. In
Oh,
between
this
game to
might.
him.
Oh, I know who this is. This is Alfred Sengun.
This is Alperen Sengun. This is Baby
Yeah.
Jokic.
Passing IQ screams. Okay.
Yep. Same stats as before. Just everything's a little bit lower.
All right. Makes sense. Makes sense.
Who is this point guard?
94 layup. Damn. 80 vert.
75 perimeter defense,
Solid. Not great, but solid.
I guess.
Okay.
94 layup is high. 94 layup and 90 pass accuracy. That's an interesting combination.
Is that John Morant?
This is not John Morant.
Is it Darius Garland?
This is not Darius Garland.
Nah, the
Darius
vert is
Garland is not
crazy.
getting a 75 perimeter defense.
Yeah, the vert is crazy.
Eddie Vert isn't crazy, but it's too high for Darius Garland.
Luca.
Not Luca. You're
That's
close
it.
though. That's a good guess, sort of.
Okay. Is it Tyrese Halliburton?
Nope.
Damn, not Tyrese.
Tyrese isn't getting no 94 layup.
No, facts. 90. Let's see. 90 passing accuracy.
And 90 pass accuracy is too low for Tyrese.
This is LaMelo Ball.
This is not LaMelo Ball. Once again, along the right archetype. You said him, you said Luca. You're getting closer.
Okay. Ball hogs. Let's think about
Ball
it.
hog is not where I was going with that.
Let's think about it.
You playing killing basketball a little bit. I understand it.
But who reminds you of those players? But 75 perimeter D, they're a decent defender. 80 vertical, decent athlete.
80 vertical. Okay, let's start listing off point guards because we're fighting for our lives.
Yeah,
right
this one's
now.
not hard.
This is not Luka, not Darius Garland. This is not Trae Young.
Is
This
that,
is not
it's not
Tyrese.
De'Aaron Fox.
It's not De'Aaron Fox.
De'Aaron Fox was a good pull though, for sure.
And he's nothing like those other guards I mentioned that are similar.
Yeah, okay.
So he's on the bigger end.
Is this
then.
Tyrese Maxey?
Is it Cade?
This is Cade Cunningham.
There we go. We're gonna get him eventually.
Yeah,
There
that
we
one.
go.
That one should have been easy, but you
We
got
had
it.
to name 20 point guards, but we got it.
I had to throw about 64 hints, but you got there.
Let's lock in, man.
I had to pretty much give it to you, but you got there. Who is this shooting guard?
95 mid range.
God damn.
98 offensive consistency is crazy.
Shea? No, not Shea. Oh
This
no,
is Anthony Edwards.
the draw foul would have been at 90.
Is Anthony Edwards?
This is not Anthony Edwards.
Damn. Okay.
Devin
not
Booker.
him.
Anthony Edwards would not get a 95 mid range. Devin Booker, no.
Zach LaVine.
Not Zach Levine.
D Mitch.
Not D Mitch.
Damn it.
Some high stats, right? One of the best players in the
highest-
NBA, I'm sure.
Cam Thomas.
This is Cam Thomas.
Zach Lowe don't know what the fuck he talking about, man.
Now, mind you, this is every single stat he has that's above an 85. I had to dig. I had to pull a close shot. This is every single good stat he has.
God, man. Yeah, I mean, shit. This is real.
It's not, but sure. Who is this center?
Ooh,
Oh,
59 strength. You're
just
weak,
weak.
You're slow. You can't steal. No passing vision. You got to
All
post
you
fade,
all
though.
he does is post fade.
All he does is post fade. He's weak and slow. He just be
He just
fading.
loves to get his butt behind the basket, man. All right. I see.
Weak and slow, but all he does is post fade. This is like Eric Pascal.
Bro, the strength is frying me right now.
59 strength
You're a
is crazy.
bitch, bruh. Damn. Get in the weight room.
And
as they
69
say.
passing vision is what you also can't see.
Oh, man. Okay.
Wow. Okay.
This
80,
is,
86 post fade is like, because everything else is like, you suck,
Yeah. This has to be a
But-
big in training.
but you like to post fade.
Is this Jackson Hayes? Nah.
What the 86 post fade for Jackson?
You're out. I was
Hayes?
like, nah.
What a horrible guess. That's the worst guess I've ever heard in the show.
Is that Chet?
It's not Chet.
No, I can't.
Hartenstein.
It's not Hardenstein. You're closer with Chet. You're on fire with Chet.
On fire. Nah, this can't be Jay Will.
It's not Jay Will. You're closer with Chet.
Is this Cat?
It's not Cat. You were closer with Chet.
Damn. Okay,
What does that
means
mean?
it's probably
This is
white.
Victor Wembanyama.
Ooh.
No.
What the hell? Wow. Okay.
Shayla.
The passing vision is so fucking crazy. That's so low.
Yeah,
that's too low.
So
They
is
were not
steal.
watching.
This man is a stock machine. What do you mean 69 steal?
They were not watching, bro. This
I know
is
what
bad
this
on
is.
2K.
They get random stats and put him lower to control the overall because they can't make him a 99 already. But
Yeah.
all his stats should be high.
Come on now, bro.
And 66 speed.
What are we talking about?
That's just low because he has a big frame because he has those long steps. So if you make him too fast, he'll be a fucking demon going up and down.
I guess. Fuck the game, man. This line's broken. No one plays that shit no more.
Oh, RIP 2K sponsorships. Next one, point guard. Who is this?
Ooh.
94 layup, 65 driving dunk. Can't get off the ground. Is this Darius Garland? Oh wait, no, 54 mid range.
50 interior defense.
Trae Young.
Not Trae Young.
That's a good guess.
54 mid range and 50 interior defense. That's crazy.
That is
Okay.
wild.
You can lay up and you can pass. You can do absolutely nothing else.
Layup and passion, man. Wow.
96.
You
pass
are
accuracy.
Ricky Rubio.
See, this is.
Okay, I'm thinking about back end point guards now.
Mike
Is this
Conley.
Dennis Schroeder?
No.
Damn.
Is neither one?
On both, no.
Damn. Okay.
They're a starter.
I damn near gave it to you when I gave you one of these hints, but you weren't listening.
Oh wow. He's a starter. Okay.
Damn. Say the hint again.
Nope. I did my job.
Okay. He's a point guard. 94 layup.
65 driving dunk.
Good pass.
All
Great
you can do
passer.
is like, is this James Harden?
No, what the fuck?
That would kind of make sense too.
I mean, no, it's nothing like James Harden.
Okay. It's not hard.
I mean, 54 mid range is like you don't do that. Though.
This
Oh,
is
wait.
what
Ah.
Josh Giddey.
Damn. Yeah. Damn. Okay. That makes sense.
94 layup is very generous, but I suppose.
Okay.
Sure.
This is the Josh Giddey stat.
Sure.
Yeah.
And that's
All
the last
right.
one.
You got
This
it.
is our worst performance when it comes to guessing games.
You guys did all right. It was a mixed bag. It wasn't great.
We got the layups, but
Well, maybe
man,
if the
those-
game was better, then you know.
Yeah.
Damn.
Next thing we're gonna do, I'm gonna give you guys. I guess we can all do it together. We have $15 to create an NBA team better than the Lakers.
Okay.
And what we're gonna do is we're gonna spend that $15 on this grid. We got to build a team, and the goal is to be better than this year's Lakers with Luka, LeBron, and Ayton.
All
Okay.
right.
What are the steals that you guys see? What's
Wait,
like,
we have to do this collectively.
Yeah.
Sure, yeah, collect.
Oh, I
What are
hate
the steals?
GMO.
No. I'm a great GM. What are the steals that you see? What's a great value pick? To me, I think obviously
I think
Rich
Lee
to
Smith
say
for $2.
Neesmith is a great pickup too, and so could Drew Holiday, depending on the year.
It just depends on what stars you guys want. It's all current. Neesmith is a good bet, and that's a good place to start.
I'm taking Jokic first.
Mm.
If I was to go ahead, Jokic and Neesmith have to be.
Do you want to? Okay, so
part of the team.
we can go with Jokic. That can be the first $5 one. Do you want to pair him with another $5 star, or go a little bit cheaper for a co-star? Who would be a good
who
fit?
feels like unstoppable?
I don't feel like if we pair Jokic with any of the $4 ones, then it's like, oh my goodness, this is crazy.
Do we just go Jokic and Steph and figure the rest out?
Yeah. All right. So we have Jokic for $5, Neesmith for $2.
Okay, cool.
So we need a 1, 2, and a 4.
Do we go Steph and just figure it out? Put the Splash Brothers back together. Go Steph and Clay.
Fuck no, I don't want to say
That's
Clay.
14.
I don't want to see Clay again.
So if we went with Steph, it would be Steph, Jokic.
Ooh, Steph,
Nees-
Jokic, Neesmith. Start there.
Yes.
And if you don't want,
But that's $12, and then you could we can go Splash Bros, Neesmith, Rui, and Jokic.
Why Rui?
we could go Jonathan Isaac to put a defender next to
Yeah, give
Jokic,
me Jonathan Isaac.
and then put Paz at the shooting guard.
Give me Jonathan Isaac. You guys don't
What?
like Zachary Richardson? Say, man, what are we talking about? You don't want another spacer who's long too? Come on now.
Are we gonna cheat with the positions? I think we have to honor the positions. I think.
Yeah, you have to
okay.
honor it. We
Okay.
could just go. I think if we have Jokic, if we take Jamal Murray, that's +5 attribute.
But I feel like
Nah.
Steph and Jokic together is a cheat code.
That's like +100 for Steph. That's a +100 for Steph.
But you don't have great defenders.
Yeah, I don't want to pair Pods there. But Jonathan Isaac and Neesmith does a lot for
Yeah,
defense.
yeah, I like that. I like that a lot. I like Steph.
But Steph isn't a great defender. Jokic isn't a great defender.
Do you want to downgrade Neesmith to Zachary Richardson?
No, I want Neesmith a lot.
Okay.
Pause. But
All right, how bad you want him? Shit.
If we go Jamal Murray, we can have Jokic, Jamal Murray, Neesmith. That's $10. Then if we go
Nah.
John Isaac, then we'd have to go. No, because then we get Dyson Daniels and John Isaac.
Nah.
No, I think we go Steph, Pajemski, Neesmith, John Isaac, Jokic. I think that's better than the Lakers. That's a 2 seed.
Oh, I forgot. What,
we're just doing better. Lakers are ass.
Oh yeah, we got
Shit,
it.
yeah. All right, let's
I
do
go
this.
Jamal, Dyson, OG.
You can pick anybody, man. What?
Yeah, I can
You think
say-
I'm scared
I
of
can
Jake
say
LaRavia?
$6.
What's he doing on,
We're
man?
just trying to be better than the Lakers.
Exactly, bro.
Oh, man. All right. Okay, so we got Steph, Pajemski, Neesmith, John Isaac, Jokic.
Oh yeah, we're frying them.
That's a squad. That's a good
We're
team.
just being the Lakers. I forget about this.
Yeah, I think she's a 3 seed. Next up, we have $15 to build a player better than LeBron James.
Ooh.
Once again, how much money is it going to cost?
Prime
us right now?
LeBron James.
Oh,
It's going to take $17
Yeah.
to beat Prime LeBron.
So let's
James.
see if you guys can do it. Better than Prime LeBron. So you got to make the GOAT. Quite difficult. Where do you want to start?
Okay, so the only advantage that we could use, like the best advantage probably right now to compete with Prime LeBron, is body, in my opinion.
Do you want to go DeAndre Jordan? Try to make it big?
Listen,
I'd rather
Prime
play on the wing.
DeAndre Jordan,
Athletes.
athlete. He can move
Please
around.
stop. Please, no.
He can move around. I will say for passing, I think we can get the best value with Darius Garland $3.
I feel like you just go $1 passing. D'Lo's a pretty good passer.
We're trying to beat Prime LeBron here,
Yeah.
and you're trying to bring up D'Angelo Russell.
I think you go D'Lo at $1 and DeAndre Jordan at $1 and make a big man that can pass like a point guard and figure the rest out.
And take Klay Thompson shooting, or no, take Dame shooting since he could do it off the
Dribble from
Oh yeah,
that body.
Dame. Yeah, we have to keep Dame. We have to keep Dame.
Okay,
for
so if we
sure.
go Dame and DeAndre Jordan's body off the dribble, you're already getting like a Wemby-like body, and he can jump higher, bigger, stronger. So that's $5. If we go $6 to D'Angelo's passing,
Let's go Vince Carter finishing.
do you want to go with Min Tom?
Or-
it's a big man. Maybe you can low-key go Aaron Gordon and fly. Or do you go Min Thompson because he can also fly from that dunker spot, but has some agility to his bag?
I think I like Aaron Gordon. It's not that. It's a
Are we
difference,
doing
obviously,
this right? Because I don't think we're going to spend a lot of money.
Then do we go Chet Holmgren defense?
but Chet Holmgren defense for sure.
Or do you want to go Kawhi defense and be 7 foot and be able to guard on the perimeter like Kawhi?
See, this is why I be telling you on these drafts.
No.
This
we
is
should do that.
exactly what I
we
be
should do
telling y'all
that.
in
We
these
should do
drafts.
that.
Kawhi's big, so it makes sense.
He's big, but he's not an
He's not a
interior
center.
force, though. He's not an interior
Kawhi is a
force.
good interior defender.
He's not an interior force.
I'm okay with that. If I can be a power forward type defender in DeAndre Jordan's body, but the perimeter defense of Kawhi,
A power forward.
yeah, 7 foot power forward that's built like DeAndre Jordan and can defend 3 through 5.
Okay, so let's take. So we got
I think we're
DeAndre Jordan's
fucking
body
ourselves
for
with-
$1.
Okay.
Dame shooting for $4, so that's $5. We're gonna take Aaron Gordon finishing. Is that what we're doing?
I'm fine with Aaron Gordon finishing.
6'7". And then now we have
So now we have $8.
Okay.
We can go.
Let's cash out.
we can go Chet, Tyrese Halliburton.
We can't do that.
Chet.
DeAndre Jordan defending the rim like Chet, passing like Tyrese
Oh,
Halliburton.
passing that Tyrese. Give me that.
Yeah,
Give me
Chet
that.
and Tyrese Halliburton. Let's go.
That's still
or-
not better than LeBron, though.
Or we go passing Jokic and Marcus Smart. No.
No.
Do we like that?
I mean, it's as good as we can get right now.
Yeah, I mean you're 7 foot, you're gigantic. You can leap out the building. You're the best shooter at your position by far. You can dunk like Aaron Gordon. He's caught bodies before. Second best passer on the list in Tyrese Halliburton. You could defend the rim like Chet. That's the GOAT. I think we made the
Okay.
GOAT.
We
I don't know
made
if
Will.
this is the GOAT, but okay.
I think we made Kareem Abdul-Jabbar in today's NBA.
Okay.
It's gonna be tough.
I'm fine with it.
It's gonna be tough. But that's one of our best options.
Yeah, I don't know if he's better than LeBron, but you tell us in the comments.
Shooting $1 for DeMar is frying me. I know some idiot went ahead and picked that.
Shit for DeMar. Next thing we're gonna
$2 for Beasley.
Yeah.
do. We should have did that, honestly.
Yeah, that's fine.
All right, man. Mo, what do you have for us?
Oh, yeah. Next thing we're going to do, we are going to guess which ESPN analysts gave us this take over the last few years. So all these guys have made appearances on ESPN, and there's been so many like wild things, accurate things, hilarious things. And you guys are familiar with ESPN's game. You know what they do. They are rage bait gods. But I want you guys to guess which analyst said this.
Okay, let's see how deep our breadth of knowledge is
Yep.
on who be saying things.
All right. When it comes to MVP voting, 80% of the voters are white Americans. 20% are others.
Kendrick Perkins.
Uh,
This had to have been during the Jokic discourse when the vote was swayed towards Joel Embiid.
I This is
Think
tough.
about the
This is tough.
panels that they be having.
This is
Who
tough.
are these guys?
So it's not Kendrick Perkins?
It is Kendrick Perkins. Goddamn
There
it!
we go.
What? This is your favorite line. This is your favorite bar about Kendrick Perkins. When you think about Perkins,
Mind
you
you, he
think about
went on like a 3-week media tour. He said a lot of stuff about race baiting.
Well, listen, it worked. Joel Embiid has. No, he deserved it. But listen, this was a memorable moment in that campaign.
The very next day, Kendrick said this. The next day, Molly had to show up there and be like, "We apologize for what was said yesterday on the show. We do not represent any of these things."
20% are others. That's hilarious.
You guys got that one easy. Every chef there wants to meet him. Word on Zion Williamson is that he will eat the table.
This is one
You
of.
got to deliver it like Stephen A. Smith.
Yeah.
I don't have that, but that's
Word
not in
is,
my bag.
he'll eat the table.
I think he does it the best.
Yes.
They want to meet him.
They want to meet him. This is
They're out there. They're looking for him. They want to meet him.
this is Stephen A. Smith.
Word on the street is, he'll eat the table.
ESPN is frying, man.
Yeah, this was one of the worst things Stephen A. Smith has ever said on TV, but I'll always remember it.
But somehow a Mount Rushmore statement by
It
him.
is up there.
Incredibly unprofessional, incredibly out of line. Also, never gonna be forgotten.
We'll eat the table. It's crazy. I would even never say that to one of my friends, bro. That you would eat the table. Like, damn, man.
I might tell my friend that. That's kind of funny.
You're a bad friend.
Talking to your friends, that's kind of a bar. That's hilarious.
I'm gonna say that.
Yeah. Damn, you need the fucking table.
I'm telling you.
Slow down.
If I start seeing you get out of hand,
I've seen you chug sodas faster than anybody's ever drank a soda in their life.
Listen,
I'm gonna let you know.
I have done that. I
I'm gonna
have
let you
done
know.
that.
Swallower.
Divorce court, child support, Lou Dort, Lakers in 5.
can we say his name now? It got settled.
Yeah, I see court and I immediately think of one person. Is this Shannon Sharp?
You are correct. This is Shannon Sharp. He is an
We're never going
all-time
on
bar
nightcap,
dropper.
Listen, man, sometimes you're ahead of your time and you speak into existence. This is Shannon Sharp. Lakers in 5, famously, slogan from last year. Shit was not true.
Hilariously wrong, but it was a
Lakers
bar.
got clapped in 5. Fuck. He screwed us. He jinxed us.
You guys are fine right now, but the next one's a little bit harder. Zion is more skilled than Giannis.
This feels like a Max Kellerman take.
Nah, Max Kellerman hasn't been ESPN
But
in a
like
while.
more skilled than Giannis.
Maybe somebody said this when he was getting drafted. Maybe it was like a 2019, 2020.
It's like a Jay Billis. Nah, Jay Billis wins.
Maybe it's like second year when he was out here. I don't know. Marcus Morris.
Oh, Mike, I should have put him on this list, man. No,
Is it a
wasn't
former
him.
player?
It is a former player.
Yeah. You know what? Did Paul Pierce say this?
No, he did not.
Did Kevin Garnett say this?
No, you're super close though.
Kendrick Perkins say this
This
again?
was Park again.
Yeah.
Fucking.
I knew the Celtics said this shit. I smell green in the air.
What is wrong with this man? Yeah, it was Park.
Yeah, listen, if you thought this in 2020 when it was second year, Zion Williamson,
27,
one of the most efficient scoring seasons I've ever seen, I thought I was witnessing the next great NBA legend, then I would have understood it a little bit. You would have been wrong, but I at least could have understood it.
Yeah.
Nowadays, you look crazy.
Tough scene. If the fate of the universe was on the line, I want Iguodala taking that shot.
Is this the greatest ESPN bar of all time?
It's one of the greatest ESPN personalities ever.
It's definitely up there. Like I think in terms of like the first take era, you have this. Not even first take, but like obviously first take and then Stephen A's career. But it's like this one, Kwame Brown, maybe Jamarcus Russell.
Yeah. Yeah, it's this and he can't commit 2 post moves to memory.
Yeah.
Those are the 2 GOATs of the Mount Rushmore alone. This is Max Kellerman.
You are correct. This is Max Kellerman.
Yo,
man.
that Jamarcus Russell thing was crazy.
What did he say?
He
What's
said,
exactly the bars?
he said, listen, this is America, and I believe this is the land of second chances. Except when it comes to this no good, fat, sloppy, Jabba the Hutt looking bum of a quarterback.
That was insane.
And the moderator was like, oh, yo. And he was like, no, this guy.
No wonder this man thinks he can fight LeBron James. He's been getting away with bullshit his whole career.
Oh, man.
Just an insane thing to say about someone on national TV.
Oh, my God. Okay. There's no way they would trade LeBron because it goes against the way they operate unless he signs off on it.
Brian Windhorse.
No.
Damn.
This is a mad regular sentence.
I know. Anybody can say this.
Yeah.
It's not even a hot take.
Is this about the Lakers? It has to be, right? Because you're not going to pull out a 7-year-old ESPN thing when he was on the Cavs, unless it's 2018. But I
There's
doubt
no
it.
way they would trade LeBron because it goes against the way they operate.
Is this Zach Lowe?
It is not Zach Lowe.
Damn.
See, but the way
Nope.
they're saying like they operate unless he signs off on it, like
The Lakers are a star-driven organization. Maybe this happened like just recently. Someone just said this.
who could? So
This could literally be anybody. It's just a
that's
sentence.
what I'm saying. Just tell me, because
I don't know who's this one.
He's not on ESPN anymore. I'll say that.
Magic Johnson.
No, not Magic Johnson. This is JJ Redick. Back when he was a panelist as well.
So what year is this from?
This was the year that LeBron, I think it was, did he break the scoring record 2 years ago?
Yeah.
We've had 3 years of LeBron trade talks.
Exactly.
Yo, get him out of here, man. He doesn't want to be here.
Can you imagine how pissed someone like JJ would be if they traded LeBron? Would he be pissed actually?
I don't know. He's
I think he
Luka.
would be.
He can only be so mad. He's Luka Doncic for the next 10 years.
Yeah, I guess so.
Maybe.
Hey, word on the street is he's signing an extension. A Slovenian newspaper reported that today that he's going to sign a 4-year extension on August 2nd.
Who?
Okay.
A Slovenian newspaper.
Oh, wow.
Good for them.
He was being guarded by plumbers and firemen.
Back to back. This is once again one of the best short-lived eras in TV history. One of the hardest white boys to ever grace our TV screens is JJ Redick.
Damn it, you guys got it
Yeah.
again.
I'm so shocked that they just kept letting him go on first take.
And just talk about how shit first take is. Yeah. He went up there every day and was like, I'm surrounded by morons, but I keep coming back. Yeah, this pissed people off. The 1960s players were not happy about this comment.
Yeah, was it who fired back at JJ Redick?
Jerry West.
They can still hear this?
Yeah, they were pissed.
That's funny.
Just no.
That's a good one.
I relax.
Kawhi was better than Kobe was.
This I do know this. This was Max Kellerman because he was saying
I don't remember this one.
he was saying that Kawhi is more clutch than Kobe, and then he was citing stats.
You are correct.
Is it 2019?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Man, that summer when Kawhi won that championship, people were running
going
around like he
crazy.
was Pac. They
Yeah.
were treating him like he was a god, like
Yeah.
he was God's gift to basketball. The claims
Yeah.
people were making were insane.
Yeah.
It wasn't just best player in the world because he won the championship. It was like, is this a top 10 peak of all time? Off of one good playoff run where he was hurt for the second half of it.
yeah.
Crazy.
He deserved it too, that summer specifically.
No, he didn't. People were saying insane shit. He
Hell no.
deserved hype, but people were going crazy
The hype was warranted, yes.
to some extent. But yeah, people were taking it too far.
Next quote. I had a better career than Dwayne Wade. So
Another
obviously
recent
a
one.
player.
The king of modern day delusion and commentary. This is Paul Pierce.
This is Paul Pierce.
Yeah, I remember
You guys
this.
got it on
There
the
you go.
money, man.
This was like the spark of what has been an increasingly asinine year of Paul Pierce comments. The past 2 years, he's just been spraying nonsense left and right. Volume
This is-
shooter.
And this was years ago. And then bro, Michelle Beadle then came on and started reading their career accomplishments.
Yeah.
And she was like, he has this many All-Stars. You have this many. he has this many points. You have this many. And it was just like,
And
oh
then
no. I think Jalen Rose was reading it and Michelle
Yeah.
Beadle was in the background like, damn.
And every time somebody says that Paul Pierce has one rebuttal, I can score in more ways.
He recently said he could score in more ways than Michael Jordan.
Yeah, man. All right.
Oh, brother. The chosen one turned into the frozen one.
I don't remember this, but you see the chosen
It's so
one. You
singular.
see slander. This has to be Skip Bayless.
This is Skip Bayless. You guys got it.
Hey, you know why I know that?
Why?
It's kind of a bar.
Yeah, it is a bar.
He kind of got it off,
bro. He got
I
it.
disagree with the sentiment, but he kind of got it off. I can't lie.
Listen, if it was 2011, he's speaking straight facts. But
Sometimes
like,
you got to give it to him.
he got it.
We will never see a talent like Skip Bayless again. We will never see that again.
I got to get my hating game up, man.
A pioneer.
Yeah.
There's a hole that needs to be filled.
Yeah.
I got to
exactly.
start being a terrible person.
Luka Doncic, to me, the only reason why he's on that list is because he's from Europe.
Okay, well, I don't think it's ESPN, but I see low-key xenophobia, and I feel like this has to be Gilbert Arenas.
It's not Gilbert. So
Stephen A.
It is Stephen A. Yes.
Okay. Brothers in hate.
He still have that to his bag. He just doesn't show it too much.
Xenophobic brothers. Locked in.
Yeah, this was nasty as hell.
Yeah, shut the fuck up. And that's the last one.
You guys are on the money. You guys have these horrible takes ingrained in your memory.
I'll never forget them.
Right.
Next and last thing we're going to do, I asked you guys on a community post what you think the worst jersey in NBA history is. We're going to react to the fan submissions of what they think it is. Some stickers on here. Some we reacted to before, some we haven't. So it'll be a mix of new and old. First off, we got BBC PFGHS. You were a child. There were so many other letters after BBC, and you immediately lost it.
You just kept on going.
He says,
What's your problem?
I don't know. This guy's 4 years old.
Oh my God.
First one, with those brown Mavericks jerseys, man.
You know what? Bring them back. Bring them back.
Looking back at it a little bit, I'm like,
Do you hate Cooper Flag?
I promise you, there's gonna be a city jersey inspired by this.
I'm not gonna lie, they were kind of cooking. They were kind of cooking a little bit.
I understand what you're saying when you say that, but then I realize there's nothing that makes sense about that.
Similar to the Cleveland Browns jersey that we saw yesterday on House Call, if you didn't know.
Not even
Tap
similar at all.
The all brown just does it for me a little bit.
You like this?
I actually like it now.
This is the most liked comment that we were submitted. People think this is the worst jersey in NBA history, and you're gonna say you like it?
Yeah.
Stop it. It's up there for the worst jersey.
Yeah.
This is downright horrendous.
Yeah,
This is
because
atrocious.
it's not even bad because you like did too much. Like the Mavs graffiti one where it's like, okay, well that was just you guys were just trying to do too much.
Yeah, we got
This is just one color, and it's like, how and why would you ever put this on an NBA floor?
It's disgraceful, honestly. And you know what's crazy? The Mavs might not even be their worst jersey.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna wear this on the set one day. You're gonna be like, you know what? Maybe you were tripping. I'm gonna have it on.
No.
You look, you can duck heat. Next up, Hawksing Spy says the banana yellow Jazz jerseys are atrocious.
Wasn't the best, but I don't know about atrocious.
Oh no, it's atrocious. This is absolutely terrible.
bad. It's
This
bad.
is absolutely horrendous.
It's bad.
The color is one thing. The Oregon Ducks thing, cool. Maybe you can pull it off. That big ass font for the Jazz. Look how much space the numbers and letters take up on the front. That is crazy.
You look at it, and Jazz doesn't even look like a real word.
It doesn't.
It just looks like some letters.
I feel like I can't read.
Yeah, this is worse than I've seen practice jerseys better than this.
This is altering my perception of reality. I feel like my eyes don't work.
It's starting to get too bright.
The people know what they're talking about. This is atrocious, though.
Yeah, this is 10 out of 10. Terrible. Good pick. Worthy
awful.
of being on the Mount Rushmore of worst jerseys of all time. We got the bronze Wizards jersey circa Gilbert Arenas era.
Yeah, these guys don't know ball.
You like these?
I actually really rock with these. And when I used to play 2K, and I would pick the they had a what is it?
A throwback Wizards team?
Yeah, the legend team with Gilbert Arenas. I would pick them, and I would pick this jersey.
Yeah, I mean,
I like it.
This isn't good, but I
You're
understand the nostalgia of it, and it's interesting. So I don't think it's one of the worst of all time. But there's a reason they're not gold anymore, and there's a reason this bullshit paneling on the top is gone.
Yeah, I agree. It's not one of the worst of all time, but hey, man. Again, this is one of those underrated jerseys in my mind where people see it, and on the court, it's a bad product. But if you were to wear it casually, kind of got it on.
Ew, hell nah.
Kind of got it on.
A shiny jersey. The lines are just so random. There's like stripes on the side, stripes up top. It's nonsense. It's complete nonsense.
Yeah, it is, and it's hard.
Yeah.
I like it.
But again, not one of the worst of all time, but definitely bad. This guy, Thanasis Antetokounmpo, says the Lakers jerseys are buns. They're just iconic. And I think they're specifically talking about today's jerseys.
Yeah, today's are messed up because they're not gold.
Yellow.
They're yellow. They are bright, and it is not the gold. Like it's not the purple and gold. It's not what they do.
Yeah, they're really not great jerseys, honestly. I mean, like back in the day, the Showtime era ones are, I think, great, or at least they aged great nostalgia-wise. But yeah, today it's really just like, oh, I know that team's name and I know the team's colors, but it's not. If you didn't know who the Lakers were, it's not a top 15 jersey.
And then they started putting the black paneling on the purple
They
stuff.
got rid of that. They just got a new purple jersey.
For next year.
Yep.
Perfect. We're taking steps.
Yep.
Nature is healing. But for the last couple years when they've been doing that, I don't like that.
Yeah, this is a fair dude. It is thundering like crazy.
The
outside.
Decepticons are outside right now as we speak.
The mic
man.
probably picked that up. It's crazy.
It probably is. Bro, it's going to rain for the next hour.
Yeah, y'all. We're going to be done in about 10 minutes. Y'all are stuck here. Next up, the 2016-2017 Hawks. Underrated ass cheeks.
Oh yeah, this is terrible. This is beneath the ass cheeks, bro. This is shit.
This is fecal matter. This is stomach bile.
Ew.
Even outside, so obviously the red with the black shorts was like hilarious. What the fuck are they doing? Even outside of that stupid combination, all the versions of this uniform sucked. Like that pattern on it, like that's...
2016, 2017 was just a really tough time in the city of Atlanta, and we were just finding ways to cut costs and save money.
Culture
and
just came out. It couldn't have been that bad.
Go ahead and you said what come out?
Culture just came out.
You know what? That is very true.
No, but Culture came out after this. They saw that and they're like, we have to set the record straight. We got to fix this.
Fair enough. Yeah, this is...
No, but that little pattern on the jersey, whenever you see like a whole bunch of like small little circles together and like you get like freaked out.
It looks.
You know what that's called?
Yeah.
It's happening to me right now. I'm getting goosebumps and I don't want to look at it.
It just looks like a.
So I'm gonna turn towards you guys.
It just looks like some type of protection gear,
Looks like Kevlar.
Yeah.
You look like you're bulletproof. Yeah, this is also worthy of a top 15 worst jersey of all time.
Easy.
Terrible. As a Warriors fan, I have to admit, it's that one yellow one from 2013 Christmas.
Alan, you are cooking.
You can kind of get with, like, again, I don't like the sleeve jerseys, but you can kind of get with the actual jersey, pairing it with these pinstripe shorts that look like a different color. Come on, man.
Yeah, pinstripes on the bottom, but not the top is just nonsense. Like, that alone is like, what are they doing? Then you add sleeves. Everything about it sucks.
If it was pinstripes on the top two, I think it might make it worse because I'm like, all right, it's sleepy time now. We're not even trying to play basketball. Yeah, these are PJs.
Like Ebenezer Scrooge, go to sleep. Put your little fucking hat on.
Yeah, I got eggnog and shit.
Hold a candle on a plate.
Fucking nerd.
You got dudes wearing muumuus out
here. Next up, the Subway Surfer Mavs jersey.
This right here.
This might be worse than the bronze one.
I think it is. I think this is,
for my money, worst jersey of all time.
Trash.
For my money,
all time.
The worst jersey of all time.
I don't know if it's the worst.
No. I disagree.
It's the worst to me.
See, I have a pick, but it's up there though. I keep saying it's up there. All these jerseys.
Yeah,
but it's top 10 though.
I might lean towards top 5. So it's not crazy to say the worst jersey of all time. I think we're gonna see worse. Guarantee we're gonna see worse.
This is the worst in Mavs history.
It's the worst in modern history to me, pretty easily.
Okay.
No, I have.
There's some other shitty city jerseys, so I understand. We got, this is a deep cut. I would say the 2005-2006 Atlanta Hawks alternate jersey. It looks like a wreck jersey.
What?
Yeah, get the fuck out of here.
So here's the thing. At first I was like, it's kind of cool. Then you think about it. It's just cool because it's yellow and it's different.
The cut isn't great, and the little hawk right below the collar is
weird. Cheap.
Like feels misplaced. But in general, like it's yellow, it's different. The yellow and red and how they cut in like the hawk into the Atlanta multiple times, hard.
Yellow and red isn't great. It's kind of McDonald's. It's kind of a mustard jersey. Like this
guy does not respect culture
at all.
It's not great. I'm like the dark drop shadow. Like it looks kind of cheap.
It's not, but it's not one of the worst of all time.
It's not one of the worst of all time, but it's
very passable.
Yeah, it's below average. Just fine. It's just slightly below average to me.
The worst of all time is just harsh.
Yeah. It's not one of the worst of all time, but it's not good.
You're blocked.
The Sun sleeved gray uniform.
You can get past that. The Suns gray one is like, obviously it's bad, but you can look at that and be like, it was the time. It was the era.
He said it looks like prison attire.
Yeah. We were all wearing sleeves like that one, whatever.
This next one. He said the Grizzlies, Memphis Tams, green and yellow jersey were hard to look at.
Guys, anytime that you have a top that is a different color than your bottom when it comes to a basketball uniform,
back in the drawing board.
Let's keep working, right? Let's think again.
Is this supposed to be some like old high school or something? It looks like a 1960s high school that like won a championship or something.
It looks like a movie from a championship.
Yeah, maybe, but like this is also a rough draft jersey. You have to keep thinking this through. You can't send guys out here with different color shorts than jersey.
Yeah, it looks like the equipment manager made a mistake and everyone's paying the price.
Yeah.
Facts.
Come on, man.
The Charlotte Bobcats. All it says, Charlotte Bobcats. All of them.
Just big cats.
The colors didn't
cats
even
is ridiculous. Nobody talks about that.
Yeah.
Cats is crazy. Cats.
You expect me to cheer for that? Cats.
And the color scheme is horrendous. The font, horrendous. Cats.
They really sent Kemba Walker out here wearing this. And was
Cats.
like, win 42 games for us, please.
On cats.
God, man. Just based off of the history, along with the Charlotte Hornets and their history, or the Charlotte Bobcats and their history, this might be the top.
I'm
first.
surprised they don't have a Cats jersey with pinstripes. That feels like a very Bobcats thing to do.
They probably do at some point. Cats.
Yeah, I got to go back.
It's
to the
so
archives.
unbelievably bad. That font is it's so bad, man.
Cats.
Just cats.
Wow.
Let that sink in.
They can do so much with Bobcats too. They could have got so creative with everything. They missed on every single.
There's no redeeming
Like they didn't hit on
qualities.
anything.
No color, no font, no words, no cut, nothing. No good
Yeah.
players, just trash.
No cool logo or nothing, bro. Like, what is
Most
going
bad teams have a little bit of aura to them. At least they have a cool jersey to look back on. The Bobcats have zero redeeming qualities.
on? That's why they were what they were.
Damn. The Spurs sand camo jersey
Damn.
when they had the tan camo.
It was just entirely too much happening on the basketball court. Not good.
Yeah, they had the gray camo, which some people have nostalgia for. This tan camo just looks dumb. And I hate the logo being like offset to the bottom right and the number being offset. Everything's just like weirdly placed.
It's very busy.
It looks like, they have camo. It looks like they're trying to make the logo blend in.
Does this come with sleeves or he just wearing a shirt?
It comes with sleeves.
Oh, this is way worse than I thought. Yeah, way worse than I thought. If it was a regular jersey, I'm like, oh, like nice. I could see the vision
There's so
a
many
little
sleeves
bit.
on this list. The sleeves is such a blight on NBA history.
Yeah.
It's making my head hurt.
Yeah, it's not great.
I don't like this.
The 2019-2020 Pistons jersey, deep cut. He said it looks like a Nike built for speed shirt a 7-year-old would wear.
Yeah. Just running around the room hella fast with this jersey on.
I never thought about this one being bad, but it does look kind of Hot Wheels.
I'm not gonna lie. It looks like a real jersey. It is a real jersey because it feels like a soccer jersey. It feels like
It's
a
a
soccer
real
jersey. That's what it is. It's just misplaced. It's in the wrong league.
Yeah,
is-
it does look kind of European.
Yeah, it does look stupid. Here them Europeans go again. Messing up the league I love.
God damn it.
My Motor City is like a cool idea. The font doesn't look particularly good. The stripes just don't work. The stripes just look weird up the middle.
Yeah.
It's all messy with the text. It just doesn't look good.
Yeah, nah.
Let's keep making fun of Europeans.
That's an easy way to get Gilbert Arenas on the show.
I can see Ronaldo wearing this for sure.
Collab with Gilbert Arenas. Fucking Europeans.
I like the way you think, man. I gotta be here more often.
Indiana Pacers hickory jersey with the yellow shorts.
Barbecue sauce. This is terrible. Sweet baby Jane.
He just
Yeah,
said the other
terrible.
thing. He knows the word hickory from. Just tick just popped out.
No, there's this famous
Barbecue
restaurant.
sauce.
Literally, this famous restaurant in Georgia, and it's literally called Hickory, bro. And the barbecue sauce hits every time, and these are their colors too. It's fucking crazy. You think I'm lying?
No, I believe you. It's just the funniest word association. Yeah, these are fucking terrible.
Mesquite. Like, just throwing names out.
Yeah, this is obviously one of the worst jerseys of all time. Gets credit for being one of the worst jerseys of all time. And somehow, every time you see it, you know it's one of the worst jerseys of all time. And it still gets worse the more you think about
You
it.
see Boogie Cousins in the background?
Looking disappointed?
Yeah. It's not because Paul George just hit a shot. He's like, why are we playing?
Underrated. The socks are also stupid. We look over that.
I can kind of get there with the
Yeah,
socks.
cool socks are
Cool socks, I guess.
cool socks are redeemable. That's fine.
This isn't an NBA one, but he said the Nuggets G
I
League
was about to
jersey.
say,
What the fuck?
The Nuggets G League jerseys with an elf inspiration. They have a leprechaun belt
man.
and the jersey.
this I've never seen this.
I've never seen this in my entire life.
They have a printed belt on their jersey.
This is one of the biggest like slapping faces I've ever seen.
These are professional athletes.
Bro, they're degrading you if you wear this, bro.
They're telling you play for an unserious team.
And all
This
the
is
belts are
unserious
different
pro-
sizes too. Like what the hell?
No, this is taunting. This is very much like massive behavior because it's like, how bad do you want this
Oh my
contract? How bad do you want it?
God, man.
You're gonna put this on and you're gonna hoop. Like that's ridiculous.
Say it's a humiliation ritual.
Yeah. Oh man.
It's not great.
Is that Jameis in the back? Ugh.
The Camo Raptors. I forgot they did this.
Camo's just
Why did
never
they
good.
do this? Because
Well, they have soldiers too. Canada has a military.
but okay, I thought the Spurs were the only one that did
The
like
U.S.
the
invented military apparel.
Dummy.
Put their military up. Put their military up.
Please.
We go tank for tank,
Please.
drone for drone.
No.
I don't care what they talking about. I'll start it right now. I'll start it right now. Tell them to come to the front lines. I'll see you in Detroit.
You know what's funny? This might be better than the Spurs one. Not gonna lie.
It is better.
It's also
Yeah,
not good.
It doesn't have sleeves, so it's
And also it's like
better on
centered too, so they weren't trying to do too much.
yeah, it's normal. Still not great. Not a good jersey. Those green Bulls jerseys.
That's kind of hard.
How do you feel about the green ones?
I
Looking
like
back,
it. I actually like the ones Jimmy Butler's wearing a lot more than the ones D Rose has.
those have
on.
gold trim around the letters.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
I like the one D Rose has on. The ones with the red numbers are kind of stupid. That doesn't look particularly good.
You don't fuck with Christmas, man? What's going on?
It's not a Christmas jersey.
You know-
It's the St. Patty's jersey.
Take away the jolliness of it all, the family love of it all. Christmas, not a good color scheme. Don't want it outside of Christmas.
Ooh. Damn.
This guy just took away the best things for Christmas and was like, "Yeah, just throw it away."
Low tier color scheme.
Yeah.
In fact, it's insensitive to the colorblind. That is the exact combination of colors colorblind people have an issue with.
Wait, word? That's what they
Red and
can see?
green.
Saying fuck you.
You say they start laughing. He said, suck to suck. Just lock in. Just
What
squint.
do you
Look harder.
mean? What do you mean you can't see colors, man?
That's the last one.
All right,
my
it wasn't
God.
on here. I was waiting to see if it was on there. That stupid Miami Heat gradient city jersey that they have.
Oh yeah, that might be the worst one. Yeah,
In my opinion, that's my least favorite jersey of all time.
that's pretty fucking bad. I understand that.
Wait, are there any other colors that like colorblind like?
Why are you so fascinated,
No, because
man?
I'm actually curious about it. So they can't see green and red, but like if I put blue in front of somebody who's colorblind, like how do they
So
see
people
that?
that are colorblind aren't. They can see colors. There's certain color combinations that either look the same or might look like gray, brownish, whatever. Some people will see green and red together. It'll kind of blend in like one color, or it might look like I said, like a brown. But there's different people with different color combinations, a different variety.
So
of-
are there people who just like see black and white?
No, like dogs.
I'm not gonna lie. This whole time I
You
thought
thought
that
the
was
mode
like
would just switch immediately and
you say
everything would be-
colorblind. You say colorblind. I think you can't see colors.
Blind to color.
So yeah, I thought there were people out there who just saw black and white.
Well, maybe it exists. I don't know, but that's not typically what it means.
I know there's some colorblind person here scolding you right now, bruh.
I'm trying.
Pissed.
Listen, man, I'm trying to learn.
You're so fucking insensitive.
I'm just trying to learn.
God,
Are cats colorblind? Can Blue see some stuff?
I don't know.
Her name is Blue, so probably.
That means nothing. She just
With
came
that
out
being
here
said, that's the end of this
posted up.
episode. If you're still here, comment your favorite fact about the colorblind and inform Donovan a little bit of something so he can stop being such an ignorant slut.
Shout out to
Whoa,
our colorblind
whoa,
community.
whoa, whoa.
Gotta be a slut, damn.
And we'll see y'all next week.
Oh man.
I'm not ignorant.